take it as him coming in and out of like not even consciousness, but like just in and out of coherence. He gets lost in his own head.
I'm oddly not surprised. All right, anybody want to give us a recap on what happened last week?
Okay, we kind of went over this. I think I'm ready. Not really. When last we left our adventurers, as my dog gets bit, the other one. We learned the scrap between Ebrin and Atina that quickly transformed into Hedron. Sorry.
Hedrun.
Yep. Which is like the avatar of Oral, basically, is what I put in my notes. Straight up scrapped, and then bolted, dipped, potato chipped. And then we trekked to Brinchander with some pretty epic rolls and some pretty dope things along the way. We got to meet Sergeant Gruff, which is probably... We got to buy that guy a couple more beers, man. That guy seems cool AF. And then completed our quest at Black Iron Blades. To which we made some pretty cool purchase / deals along the way. Some upgraded armor and pretty cool shell shield request. Also some upgrades to the tank. And then we got litty crazy shitty with a raging bullshot at the bar.
Multiple.
Multiple.
Who it turned out Ebron was paying for without, I guess, the rest of us noticing.
He was sleight of handing, I guess.
He was a sneaky boy.
He's sneaky.
Sure was. And it was
sneak
funny.
You sneaky sneak thief. Yeah. So other than that, yeah, I think we're just honestly. I said this to the guys. Both Ono and myself do not remember anything after the bar.
Right? I don't think we did anything after the bar. I think
that's it. We just screwed around.
Yeah, you guys. We ended last week at the tavern with your last round of shots that was poured out for you as the evening kind of began to draw to a close. Since it's the North look, Scramsax would set you up with 3 rooms, however you wanted to separate out into groups.
I pause that and I look at the group and I go, "Are we doing this one big family style again?"
Either that, or if we'd like slightly more comfortable accommodations, then 2 rooms, 3 apiece, or 3 and 2.
I don't know if we've asked.
Or 3, yeah, no, it would be 3 apiece because now we have Spit.
Yeah, well, no, Spit sleeps in a drawer.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying as far as like bodies though.
Yeah, that's fair. Have we asked Scramsax? Sorry, butchered their name. Yeah, have we asked them before if they had like a larger room, not like a state style, but like a large? Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have. I feel like that has not come up in conversation because usually people, when we got to Brinchander, where you had your pairs that you kind of split off into, and then you had Broody Boy.
Okay, so after I remember slightly what I did after looking at the notes. After I pour the last shot into a vial and cork it, I go, "Hey, quick question about the room availability. Do you guys have a larger room to just straight up fit our entire party?"
I'm gonna be honest. Most of our rooms are about the same size. I don't really have a suite available to our patrons. Yeah, sorry about that. He looks down at you.
Nah, it's okay. Hey, no worries. And I know Ebron's been like sliding coin over, but I put like a palm of silver because I'm very much intoxicated. Like, can we just get around to like snacks, breads or cheeses, meats, real quick? Why does my mouth taste like battery acid?
And he lets out a chuckle and Looks you all. Yeah, you're probably gonna want something before you go to bed. I'll get you some water too to help keep you from shriveling up by morning. And
I look over at Spit is just annihilated.
yeah, he
Well, yeah,
took the
one
first
point
one
he-
and he's just
Yeah,
out.
just gone. Like I
I
make,
literally fell off his chair.
yeah, I poke
Yeah,
him
no.
every once in a while just to make sure he's breathing. And oh, okay, good. All right, that's fine.
I'm just surprised we all sound so coherent. Well, maybe it's in our own heads. It's probably
Yeah.
coming out as.
Right? Yeah. I believe that. I think we're intoxicated. Hey guys, I'm shitty.
And he, Scramsax would eventually come back with a small tray, a couple like half, like cut in half, some small loaves of bread, and some like not so much sliced up, but maybe broken up bits of cheese, and then there's also a couple slabs of like dried meat on there too.
I make a quick like goblin portion, like snack pack, and then like thinking about it, I'm like, I could put this in my thing. Nah, he'll appreciate this, and I just jam it in one of the pockets of the coat that I made him, and just stick all of that, like a fistful of it. Be like, that'll be a nice gift for him later.
Okay.
Back on the bar stool.
All right. And yeah, no issue. Throwing a little snack pack together for.
He's knocked out. He's fine. What are we going to bed? Are we doing some goofy stuff? Yeah. Aethros, catch! And I throw meat at Aethros.
I don't attempt to try and catch it. I just let it
Well-
hit my face. I can't tell where I'm at right now.
Well, I was going to say,
Hold
first of
on.
all, can we make sure that your throw is halfway decent?
I'm just gonna do one with disadvantage. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think God's probably gonna say it. So.
Oh, you know.
What?
Wow!
I am
The
plastered.
accuracy
but
of your throw.
hit it like off the backboard, which would be his upper
Okay.
lip, right into
I'm
his
gonna do
kinda-
a perception check to see if I even see it at disadvantage.
Yeah.
It's like that gif of like I just threw a snack in your mouth. What?
What the heck, guys?
You're on fire right now, Aethros.
Burning all your
so
good
I
rolls
see
on the
it
bar.
hit me square in
Yeah.
the face.
What would have landed in your mouth? At least my accuracy looks that good. Okay, cool.
When that food came out, I definitely took one of those half loaves of bread, and like when somebody's like trying to make it look like they're eating something, and they just like put it to the side of their mouth, and it just quickly disappears. It's like that, but for real. It just enters my mouth, and it's just gone instantly.
Schnitzel, did you just body that whole sausage? Rada, rada, rada. Oh, okay. Sorry. Deep cut for cheddar. Sorry.
You see Scramsax, he pours each of you like essentially the equivalent of like a old school milk bottle worth of water. Whether or not you choose to drink this here doesn't matter to me, but it's just in case you guys have some difficulty later. And he looks over to Ibrin and sees a couple extra coins sitting on the table. You're looking for another round. He like raises an eyebrow at you.
Keep them coming.
What? Easy, easy, easy. Can we get a bucket of water just to be safe? Like these
Yeah,
olives,
yeah. I
peppers?
think you're good. You're gonna need something.
I'm
He
gonna
like,
keep it this bottle. It's cute.
and he pours you another shot if you want to take it to be a con save.
Oh God. I'm gonna let it sit in front of me. I pull my pipe out and I pull my mask down a little bit further, and I begin to pack up my pipe. Ebron, are you gonna drink your problems away tonight? Is that what we're doing tonight?
That would be the plan here. Saving throw?
Yeah.
Is this available for everybody or just him?
Yeah. I'm okay with either one, honestly.
My shot is still in front of me. I'm just gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna grab it and walk off and go pick a random person in the bar.
Abram, you're able to keep yourself together as you take that one. You kind of follow shot taking techniques, hold your breath, drink it, and then exhale before you inhale, and you're not really affected as it hits you.
Okay.
Um,
What's up? Yo, what's up? Guys, stop rolling high.
He laid out a couple shots for the group, so I'm just rifling one after another right now.
Okay, well, I definitely pulled.
Ooh.
Yeah,
And that's the one my
whatever
guy.
is put in front of him.
That's the one my
So-
guy's gonna end up stopping on. You know,
Yeah,
I
touches
saw
Tony's
3.
projectile
I wait for
line.
all 3, and yeah.
take
I
another.
took the one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I took mine and I literally turned around and was like, "Here, kid, happy birthday." So some random old person and just turned right around.
Yeah, how many shots are in front of us right now?
I took one.
So there was, after the tray was brought out, he originally
Five of us.
poured a shot, what seemed like just for Ebrin, but if other people wanted one, he would pour more for all of you, which that'd be perfectly
Oh
fine.
yeah, if we didn't give him the thumbs up or like a hand signal, because
Yeah, you guys were all, you always took enough of those, and he's like, that drink's a bit much. Like, if he raised an eyebrow, like, are you gonna actually take more? And Ebron's like, keep them coming. So
yeah, if Ebron got the shot and we were all, I probably would have done the abstain hand. Like, no, I'm
Okay.
I'm good.
Athros taking, or would you still take one if it was an option, or would you?
Oh
decline?
yeah,
Yeah, of
Yeah, no
course,
doubt.
Okay.
That's why I
absolutely. He
did.
will drink whatever is put in front of him without
Yeah, pretty much,
hesitation
100%.
until he's unconscious.
Athros, you take 5 poison damage. Ebron, you take 10 poison damage. With that last one that you took, as you are unable to take it nicely.
I think.
And I have a feeling that last one for him was like you at Lamp Kelton.
Well,
And I just realized that my enhanced ability lasts for an hour, so I should still be getting advantage on this.
oh nice.
So I'll
That is
roll
acceptable.
another normal one just to see if.
Just to see if you got the
Oh
event.
my god.
Okay, well, never mind. You don't take any damage.
More.
Did I make it?
Yeah, you did.
I think last game you said we killed a bottle of this. So
Yeah, he has like a personal thing. Like, he's gonna be out of this liquor.
Yeah, we're
like,
dipping into his personal stat.
Yeah.
right. That's what I was gonna ask next. Is like, is there any more of this product, or are we tapped?
And he would tip the bottle over. There'd be like a few drops that he'd like dip out into a glass or like a little shot glass. But he would shake his head. I'm dry after that one, boys.
Okay.
Athos grabs that glass and downs it.
There's nothing. Oh, the
Was
tiny
it?
I mean, that was gonna be for me, but okay. As like Athos takes a drink.
Yeah,
Damn.
and I just down it.
I quit. Okay. I. Holy shit. Damn.
You guys.
Jeez.
All right. I feel bad. I feel bad about that. Sorry. So I don't know how much. How much did I can't even turn to Ebron and ask him this question. Ebron, how much you been paying? Nope.
What do you mean paying?
Exactly. Okay. I don't want to be rude. How much is this cost a bottle? And then is this something that is like house made? Could I acquire the recipe or a loose retelling of it? As I hiccup.
Well, the total amount for the bottle, and he looks down at his tiny flask-sized thing that he has, and my personal collection. It's going to run you a total of about 25 gold pieces, and that's for all of them that you had tonight. I believe you all paid me for the first one already.
Okay, so
How
Ebron,
much do we owe you?
So it'd be 20 gold pieces among all of you.
jeez, Ebron.
I'll pitch in.
I'll put. It's fine. I'll
I
put
put down
$5 down.
I'll put down one.
I'll put $5 down.
We're at 16. I need 4 more.
Athos is looking at his coin
I
purse like,
put $5 down.
and then just goes to the bartender like, how much?
No, I just
Right.
put up 4 claws and just be like, the one for each of these.
I did the other.
I put up a gold coin on each one of your claws.
Yep, that's exactly.
What if my little friend here, and I'm gonna kind of just put my hand on I'll be like, what if he fixes some stuff here for you? and mends it
Okay.
back together. I mean, we've been good customers. We've come
Uh,
here before. We haven't
That's
caused a
okay.
whole lot of damage. I mean, come on.
Man, I am gonna comb my hair, but you are messing up my hair. This.
It's okay.
As like as he
He's
says that, I
cool.
just like unintentionally just like start slowly like scalp massaging. What?
I mean, I don't mind. the
My
massage,
guy's
but-
point tonight was to get obliterated and pass out. I'm at 3 HP.
I noticed. how
Wait.
low you are.
Well,
Hey,
I mean,
I ain't bargaining on the price, and you're drunk. And he like points to like Ebron,
Right.
who's like barely cognizant at this point.
Don't worry about it, even. It's okay.
it's okay.
I like scrim snacks.
Scram shit.
Scrotum sacks.
Okay, first of all, this Raging Bull is not easy to say like your name properly to do you justice. So we apologize that this drink is very effectively good.
I just kind of get stuck in like a good 10-second loop of just like script, like different like scrim.
I feel like at this point it's not even his comment. I feel like his Leonin tongue is coming through.
Yeah, right.
Okay. All right.
Well,
So yeah,
I like them, so it's okay.
we we settled on a, I guess, party size. We would have to do 2 rooms, I think, for comfort issues.
I think so.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'd just be
Yeah. So
maybe.
okay, hold on. Do you, and I look at Athros and you, Victor, do you two want to keep an eye on him while
That's-
Rini and I chill?
Somehow, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, because I was gonna attempt to do some writing, but I don't know how good it's gonna turn out.
Yeah.
My
What
quill
table?
is dancing around the air.
I was just gonna say, is your quill drunk when you are now?
Hold on. Just give me a second. Hold on, God. I'm just gonna here. Just gonna see what happens. Yeah. So it in my head, it's like doodling cute things, but it is very much doing scribbles in the air that I'm kind of like etch-a-sketching away after a few seconds and being like, no, that's not right. And it's just, it's a flower. We haven't seen flowers in a few weeks, so I think that's a flower. But it just looks like a bad scribble.
It's like a 4-year-old trying to
100%.
describe their drawing to their parents.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's like refrigerator material.
You're giving me
It's
a lot.
Athros' material. It's my drawings.
Honestly, I feel like I'm doing this for Athros, and Athros is giving me the approval. Like, yeah, that's a flower.
Because honestly, Athros is doing pretty good right now.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm pretty great.
I'm
actually.
believing him.
Like I'm drunk, but I'm not like ill effect.
Yeah.
Like I hit the sweet spot.
You got that feel good buzz where it's like, should I have another shot? Or
Oh
am I
no,
good?
I'm like full drunk, but I'm not like blackout or pukey drunk. I'm just
Nice.
like okay, good night's sleep, glass of water, I'm good to go.
Gonna knock it out tonight. Be great. Yeah. I
That
popped
being said,
some of the food
yeah, and then I will
and grabbed
get
the
up
butt.
and grab like kind of get Ebron's arm around my shoulder, seeing as he is not doing so hot.
Obliterated.
Yeah, and help him upstairs to whatever room we are taking.
I hold like normally I feel like my internal clock is like prestidigitate everybody warm. I feel like I'm gonna hold off on Ebron because I feel like the sudden change of body temperature may shock him. We're just you watch me go and like it glints off my fingers and I'm like, no. We're just gonna wait on that one.
He is like one wrong move away from just full projectile power.
I'm ready with a prestidigitation for that, but not for the other one. Arini, let's go settle in. Let's go settle in. Let's go rest your voice.
I have a pretty voice. She'd be like, she would get up from wherever she is at the bar and stumble a bit, but we'll follow you wherever you're going.
Oh man, I'm afraid to walk on my stilts. I give her one of my stilts so she has better balance.
And it definitely helps, especially till you get to like the railing that is on the side of the stairs,
Yeah,
climbing up.
Drop it if you need it. Don't worry, I can put it on my back. It's fine.
I
Well,
turn
hold on,
around.
wait, hold on. She's a goat person. She should be able to climb these stairs, no problem.
Yeah, just jump up all of them.
100%. She's a satyr. I'm like, come on, Arini.
I-
You just work the legs.
As I'm helping Ebrin up, I look over my shoulder. Come on, Aethros, let's go.
To another bar? Okay.
No,
I follow
it's,
you.
it's bedtime.
Oh.
Aethros sounds
Okay.
sober, but is like doing the drunk weave.
Oh yeah, no, he's talking as well coherently as he normally does.
Shots, 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 shots.
I
Jumps the
feel
whole
like,
way up the stairs,
yeah, I
not
feel like
realizing where he's going.
you made people in the bar uncomfortable. Like that guy tanked like 15 shots and is good. What?
As he like falls into the wall. It's
Yeah.
going up.
Good is
Yeah.
a relative term.
Yeah.
Like you just hear thumps from each wall as he's just like banging off of them going up the sides when he doesn't notice.
Oh snap! After I get Arini upstairs, I run back downstairs and go grab Spit. I'm sorry,
Yeah, fair.
buddy. I'm sorry, bud. I'm sorry. I was my bad, dude. Come on.
He
Sorry.
just slept on
And
top
he's
of the
just
bed.
like hardcore snoring.
Yeah.
All right, is everybody going to bed?
Yeah. I tuck in Arini. I tuck in Spit.
Yeah, I make sure I get Ebrin into bed, and I give Aethros the option if he wants the other bed.
I go back into the hallway real quick without saying anything or why.
Can I?
You got to make a stealth check because my passive is like I think.
I mean, I feel like I was.
Yeah.
I was
Oh yeah, if you want to
watching
follow me,
stuff.
I'm just gonna go out into the hallway.
That's fine. I'll lay him down, get him in bed.
Yeah, as you
And
like,
then-
you turn at your head and are like, "Hey, Aethros, do you want this other bed?" And he's like walking back out the
I
doorway.
just saw like just his arm going around the corner.
Yeah, and like
Um,
Ono would see him as he's carrying like Spit up the stairs to his room. He would like see
Yeah,
Aethros like re-entering the hallway.
I will then follow him outside. Hey,
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm just getting something to drink. Don't worry.
no,
Another drink?
no,
No, not alcoholic. Don't worry.
We have water.
And no lactose, please.
He doesn't.
He's out of
No
stock.
promises.
He
No,
doesn't
he's
have.
out-
He doesn't.
he's out of
He doesn't have it.
We're
I
not
continue
even.
going
Yeah.
down the stairs. I don't remember what he has or not.
That's fair. I can't.
Down the stairs. Is that an acrobatics check? To make sure you don't
Oh,
fall
what?
down the stairs?
Yeah, how fast are we going down those stairs, sir?
I'm fine.
Normal speed.
Oh fuck.
There's nothing wrong with me at this point, right?
No, you're
Ethos doesn't
sober.
think so.
Sober as a bird.
Okay. Yeah, if you're just walking down the stairs, I'm not gonna really worry about you making a check at this point.
Okay. So yeah, I go to the bartender and be like, "Hey, can I get like all the milk you have and all the cheese?"
Oh, I forgot about cheese.
I didn't need any of that. I still don't know fully know what cheese is. So.
No.
I mean, I haven't, because you guys cleaned me out last time I was here.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And
You would know what cheese is. It's on the plate.
I haven't had any new shipments come in, but I mean, you're welcome to take the rest of the cheese off this tray here.
You don't have like a giant wheel of cheese I can snack on?
You're gonna eat a whole wheel of cheese. And he's like very, very concerned.
You want a bet? I can't.
Isn't that like 10 pounds?
I feel like Big Tune and I are standing outside of the door, and I go, "How much do you
Yeah.
want to bet he's asking for a wheel of cheese?"
Yeah, I'm just like I'm at the top of the stairs looking down the stairs, but very, very unsure about going down the stairs.
Also, I feel you had cheese. It was on the plate. It is. Oh, you probably have a small upset stomach if you ate cheese.
Yeah, I'm sure it's grumbling, but I'm not like I doubt that I'm like
There's a reason I'm keeping this alcohol. It's for scientific purposes.
I could part with one wheel of cheese.
Jesus Christ, Athros.
Yes. I don't even ask how much
while
it
I'm
is.
sleeping.
I want it.
It's gonna cost you 5 silver.
I hand him a gold. Is this worth 5 silver?
Yes.
Okay, I give him the gold piece. I take the wheel of cheese and then go running up the stairs.
I can't
Oh,
even.
right.
And I
Running.
mean running
Man.
up the stairs.
Yeah. Okay, come on, God. You're gonna get a face full of like Baby Bell.
Imagine
I'm
like
sorry.
a Skyrim wheel of cheese.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly.
I was
what
gonna
I'm
make a
thinking.
joke, but I refrained.
Cheese eater.
So he's trying to scarf down cheese. Did I hear that right, or what's the?
No,
What did I
I'm trying
miss?
to run up the stairs with the cheese now.
Okay, I want you to roll an athletics check, just a straight athletics check for me,
Okay.
because you still have the like. You're not exactly.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. As you make it like 2/3 of the way up the stairs, and like you miscalculate where the next step is, and your foot gets stuck on the one previously. And you just plant.
Nicktoon fully sees this.
Ow!
Did he fall down the stairs or did he just fall in place?
Fall in place. Like the wheel of cheese he might have like flown forward a little bit, but
Okay.
or if he crushed it, I mean, it might have like broken in half or something. But
I mean, really, if I'm thinking about this, he probably broke his face, like face fall, not broke his.
Oh,
Yeah, because he's got probably
Like,
two arms on this cheese.
Yeah, like if
Yeah.
it's a wheel of cheese is what we're imagining, like what would be like the olden medieval wheel of cheese, it probably slipped forward and at least busted him in the chin, but it didn't, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plus, Athros is tough as nails.
he really is. As you all see him, you would see and hear this event take place on the stairs.
plant? As I say to Nick, Big Thing.
Yeah. Hey,
Well,
Athos, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, I think. You want
need
some
help?
cheese? I got a lot of it. It's
I
really
see
good.
that. I see that. Maybe later.
Is now later?
It's that way.
Do you need help getting up the stairs?
No, I got it. And I try and get up, pick up the cheese.
And where the cheese itself had impacted the stairs, there's a crack going down the middle, but it's not fully split. But it would be easy enough to split if it happened again.
Uh-oh. I cast mending. Nothing happened. Nothing
And the cheese.
happened. You didn't see anything?
Okay, no, rules is written. Technically, a tear in an object. He mends the
Yeah,
cheese.
Wait, is there? What kind? Yeah, he has to use his hands for this, does he not?
He's technically holding it. Yeah, it's a touch spell.
With one hand, and then with the other hand, just be like, it's fine.
It's a nice holding it as though he is holding a child within his hands. The one hand cradling this wheel of cheese, the other weaving arcane and divine sigils. As you see the crack within the cheese suddenly disappear.
All right, I'm impressed. That's
You want
probably
some
the most.
cheese?
I mean, I'm not gonna turn that cheese. Cheese is pretty good. But you just
Okay,
you just mended it.
Well, I mean,
I
I
want it
suppose you're right.
anymore.
And I try to break it in half with my two hands now.
Oh my god.
I want you to make an athletics check.
All right.
As you take you take the cheese in two hands and you kind of bring your knee up to kind of split it down the middle. It doesn't split perfectly, like it kind of curves to one side, so you have like a 2/3 and a 1/3 slice of cheese. But you have two separate pieces of cheese now from this cheese wheel.
I try and toss, but more or less just throw the 1/3 slice of cheese at oh no. Like, here you go.
Okay.
You want me to make a strength check or athletics check?
feel like
Throwing
depending on how hard you throw this is
Make
this
a-
is a saving throw for me.
Make a standard, just a straight strength check
Okay.
as you just throw it / toss it at him.
Oh crap! Oh crap!
Okay.
Eddie Johnson fastball coming in.
Yeah.
Why does Ono have a black eye? I don't want to talk about it.
Fair question.
Are
What
you-
happened to the cheese? Did it just explode?
Are you trying to? Are you gonna try to dodge out of the way, or are you gonna just try to catch it, or what's the situation? on it?
Yeah, I'll definitely. I mean, I'll try to catch it as best as I can. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to catch it.
All right, I want you to make if given your small stature, I want you to make both a sleight of hand and an athletics check on your end
Okay, all right.
to try and catch this without like negative repercussions.
Yeah. Okay, sleight of hand.
Oh, getting knocked over.
He's gonna like catch it and spin with it.
Okay. And then
Okay.
athletics.
Yeah,
Oh, she got.
it's surprising even yourself as he like as as Athros tosses you this cheese with some relative punch to it, like a novice football player catching a football. You catch it in your two hands, and you kind of feel the impact hit you in the chest a little bit, but it's you're able to catch the cheese.
I take a bite. Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm
good
gonna-
cheese, isn't it? And I take a
Yeah.
bite out of my 2/3 chunk of cheese.
Surprisingly decent. Yeah. You're pretty good. Oh.
That was one hell of a throw, man.
You want some? And before he responds, I tear off another piece of cheese and throw it at Big Tune.
Oh my god.
Make another athletics check.
If it's like
Yeah,
two, I'm
give me-
gonna laugh.
Okay. Big Tune, what's your AC?
16.
So the cheese that you throw at Big Tune does not land in his general vicinity. It would be passing by him. Big Tune, if you wanted to try to catch it, I would have you make a sleight of hand check.
Sure, I'll give it a go.
And like you have to stumble for a second as like you catch the tip of it and like it teeters in your hand. And in your drunken state, it's a bit you feel yourself almost fall over as you're trying to catch it, not from like
Yeah,
the impact, but just like trying to not let it hit the floor.
Yeah, no, I put like after I like as I'm bobbling it, I'll just put my shoulder into the wall to make sure I don't fall. And then I'll take a bite of it too. Oh, not too bad.
It was really not that bad. It's actually pretty good cheese.
I mean, yeah.
All right.
All right,
Looks
yeah,
like
time
a-
for bed.
Cheese in my mouth. I'm like, I'm going to bed.
There you go.
I tuck in. Everybody's tucked in. Yeah. I put my cheese on a whatever surface table. Open
I
my
make
book.
sure Athros goes in front of me.
Yeah.
So bed arrangements, I'm assuming, just out of curiosity, it's Ono, Spit, and Irini in one, and then Big Tune, Athros, and Ebrin in the other.
Yeah. It's the jumbos and the minis.
As the two of you enter, it'd be Big Tune and Athros, as the two of you enter your room for the night, you open to a cold breeze as the window in your room is currently open, the shutters letting the cold air inside. The temperature very, very cold.
He dipped, of course.
Yeah, the first thing I want to do is look over at the bed that I put Ebrin down in, assuming that he was going to pass out within about 4 seconds.
And he is not in the bed.
Yeah, it was. I guess I'll go look out the window and see if I can see any sort of indication of him or which direction he
I
went.
cast locate object.
Ooh.
What are you looking for?
Ebron.
Ebron is a person, so he would not qualify for locate object.
Daggers that you would have seen a bunch.
Yeah,
No.
his daggers, or maybe his clothes. Yeah, his clothes.
Okay. You feel it within 1,000 feet of you. You feel it within actually less than 100 feet of you. Big Tune, as you look out the window, you see sitting, I would say about 10 feet past the window on the side of the roof being angled in a way that a person could step out onto it. You see Ebron, I believe, smoking his pipe. Awake, cognizant, but barely.
What's up?
Hey, what? How'd you get out of bed?
Just wanted to relieve a little bit of stress before we turn it in.
Get over here. You're already relieving
Watch
our
out.
stress. Come on, let's tuck
Kind
in.
of like,
We need some rest
kinda
after
just-
what happened last.
fine.
We
I'm
paid for
fine. I'll be right.
smoking
I'll be right there. I'll put out my pipe. I'll kind of like pout about it. Stumble
Hold my
through the
hand out,
window.
too. Yeah.
Oh, no,
hold
no,
my
no,
hand
no.
out to make sure.
Ebron, roll an acrobatics check for me
Yeah.
with disadvantage.
It is me holding my hand out. Could that be?
You know what? I'll say roll a straight acrobatics check because the advantage and the disadvantage will counter each other.
Yep.
out.
Yep.
I would love to. My computer's just running slow. Give me a second. Normal.
Ebron, as Big Tune like grabs you by the hand, you feel the roof of the north look. You lose your footing, and you begin to fall off the edge. Big Tune, make an athletics check for me. So,
I mean, can I summon one of my psychic daggers and stab the roof to hold myself on there?
yeah, I would say you could try to. As you do that, it would be, since you're stabbing it into the roof, for you it would also be an athletics check. But because you're impaired, you're going to have that with disadvantage.
Since he's close enough, do they cancel?
Not helping you stab, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, not in this instance.
Ah. Let's get in there. It's stinking. I rolled normal. My bad. One more.
One more.
How much worse than that it's gonna get?
Hey, it can still. There's 5 numbers below that. Yeah.
So I said how much?
Well, I said that was normal, so we're not including that one. Disadvantage.
No,
can be
no, no, no,
higher.
no.
No.
No, you would have just rolled one more to complete the disadvantage.
Yeah.
Would have been a 3.
So much worse.
Nice.
So you try to stab your dagger into the roof, and it does not have any footing. As your hand slides down, Big Tune, you're still able to hold onto him, but you are also now dangling out the window, barely able to support yourself with both your weight in this intoxicated state.
How's help?
Aetherus, you would hear and see Big Tune and Ebron outside the window.
Here comes comic genius Ben.
I know
Oh,
he's
shit.
sleeping right now.
He
Oh
goes,
shit.
he goes
Oh,
and
shit.
straight up lays down and falls asleep.
So I see this happening.
Yes,
and
you do.
I use my Radiant Soul ability, and I go flying out the window and pick up Ebron.
The way the window is set up right now, with Big Tune dangling out of it, you will not be able to fit through the
Okay,
window
so
unless you
Over
push
the
him
top
out.
of him?
Yep.
How small the window is?
The window, so the window itself is like your standard, like I want to say like 3 by 3.
Imagine
So if
the only thing keeping me in is like my knees.
Okay, so then I just go behind Ebron or Big Tune, like grab him around the chest, and then just start flying up.
Okay. Let me see if there's anything extra here. Okay. Given that you are probably the most sober person here, I'm gonna have you make an athletics check, no disadvantage, and let's see if you can pull them in. As you're pulling them with your flight, you know what? No, make it with advantage. I'm gonna allow that because you're like pulling them and you're like flying backwards with them.
Yeah.
And yeah, it takes a little bit. But you're able to pull both Bigtoon and Ibrin. Bigtoon being pulled in, able to get some footing, and then the two of you together are able to pull Ibrin into the window.
Whee!
Yeah, when he gets back in, I put him back in bed again.
And then when you put him in
extra
bed,
tight.
I cast sleep on him.
Yo, he's got 3 hit points.
It doesn't do damage. It should.
No.
You just have to roll 1 die and he'll probably put him to sleep.
That's what
Okay.
I'm saying. It's like, this is the easiest sleep spell he's ever gonna cast.
Just.
What's my counter to his sleep? What do I gotta roll?
You actually don't have to roll anything because
Yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna round do it because you have
Oh,
Fey
geez,
ancestry.
Oh yeah, if you
Oh.
don't actually sleep.
Well, no, he's immune to being magically put to sleep.
Oh.
My guy's
I
just
still
gonna
can't sleep.
awkwardly.
So go to
My
bed.
guy's just gonna awkwardly snicker as I'm laying and I'm facing the opposite way.
That's right. I'll
I
just
slap him.
Ow!
unarmed strike.
Yeah, I want
Yeah.
to unarmed strike and do non-lethal damage.
Okay.
So that's
I
just,
bet you
Go for
specify non-lethal.
yeah, just strength check. Or no, that's
It'd be considered an unarmed strike if you have that on your character sheet at all.
I didn't put it as like a weapon, so
Okay. So make an let's see,
be a
because
strength check +2
yeah.
on proficiencies.
All right, and then for non-monks, it does I believe 1 plus your strength
Right.
modifier for damage.
So 4 damage then of non-lethal.
So
Knocks him out.
Ibrin, as you sit there and giggle from not being affected by the sleep spell, the last thing you see before you are knocked out is Aethros standing over the top of you and just whips his hand across your face.
I feel like I should be able to disengage from this.
You're
What
laying
the
on a
fuck?
bed. I think you're being held down by Bigtoon.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was in the process of tucking him in as tightly as possible to effectively give him a straitjacket of blankets.
So for the sake of mechanics, you are currently, I would say, incapacitated.
Forcibly in a long rest.
Go to sleep.
Actually, I just thought of shoot, because of my radiant soul, it would also do an extra 3 damage. I don't know if that's non-lethal or not. 'Cause it's radiant damage.
I believe you're right.
Wait,
So
it says I can deal, not I have to.
okay,
Can I choose not to?
we can you can choose to not deal that radiant damage.
Okay.
You have to consciously pull that energy from your hand as you
Yeah.
as you let out that slap.
'Cause, yeah, for everyone else's reference, my guy, he actually has like these luminescent wings sprouting out his back.
Yeah, I read that.
And his
yeah.
eyes are just glowing.
So
That's a friggin' sunburn on the
Ibram
side
would
of
just
his
see
face.
this angelic slapping slapping him across the face, and then it just cuts
Go
to
to
black.
sleep.
So he's good to go now. He's sleeping. Turn to Aethros and be like, "You want that other bed? You want it?
I got a bunch of blankets I can use. I don't care.
I don't care either."
I just start throwing my blankets on the floor and just fall on them then. Wait,
Okay.
close the window too.
Oh yeah, good, good. Yeah. And then I close the window and flop into the bed and pass.
All right. Oh no! Since the three in this room have gone to sleep, oh no! Is there anything that you would do before you venture off to Dreamtown?
My book is out. I'm not really doing anything. I sleep. Go to sleep. I do my cleaning ritual and then I go to sleep.
Okay. Everybody can take a long rest.
Wait.
As the next morning, all of you will awake, in whatever order you choose. The smell of fresh cooked meats coming from downstairs. You would see that whether or not you chose to drink water, that sitting inside your rooms next to the door is a small pitcher of some sort, filled with water between the two rooms, one in each. And you guys all kind of hit the hay hard enough that the amount of noise that would have been made to open that door, you wouldn't have heard it when you were sleeping.
All the reasons for the
just-
alarm spell.
Real quick, Dakota, I just want I don't know if you
Yeah.
wanted to make sure you give Irini a long rest.
I did.
Okay, cool. Making sure. Yeah, I don't know. I guess if we are we in a light, like light source facing room?
Yeah, so the three of you, Ibrin, Athros, and Big Toon, since you had a window facing outward, at the time you would wake, you would see the light from the sun cresting the low horizon, letting out a red light across the sky. It's probably about 7-ish in the morning. Ono and Irini and Spit would awaken. Their room being internal focus, there would not be a window in your room this time.
Well, then I guess whenever the sun hits my face, I'm up. Yeah, and I'll probably take a drink of that water. Got a bit of the cotton mouth.
Yeah, that water tastes like the best water you've had in a long time, just based off the circumstances.
Do you drink it all before the rest of us wake up?
No. I said take a drink.
Okay.
Actually, you guys would have that bucket. I put the bucket in your room for
Okay.
Ibrin, so you
Okay.
have a secondary pail, like of
Um,
water.
Then I kind of just go over to Athros and like lightly rouse him to see if he wants to get up. Hey, it's the morning. If you want to get up, man. If you want to keep sleeping, just whatever.
You like Athros opens his eyes a little, is like, I'm not a morning person, and falls back asleep.
I'm good. And then I'll go rouse Ibrin. Be like, hey, how you feeling there, big boy?
I'm ready to go. Want to do round two? So like as I'm doing like a coin trick in between my hands, kind of messing with a piece of gold right away.
Let's,
Athros hears that and perks up.
let's
Round
have-
two? Yeah.
let's
go.
get some breakfast. How about that? We can drink again tonight while we're waiting for the rest of our stuff here. Although we may have to go somewhere else by the sounds of it.
Fine.
Open your door.
The three of you heading out of your room, or
Yeah.
I am standing there. Ono is prepared, like book in hand, prepared, like tools at the ready. We have business. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah, I say who's getting downstairs first?
whoever. Makes no difference to me.
I shoot downstairs. I grab a loaf and I go straight to the door.
I just envision it like a kid leaving for school after mom has prepared a breakfast. Just like, see you later.
Yep.
I'm in the lunch bag and running.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So Ona will be on his way out the door. The rest of you just kind of hanging out this morning, or do you guys have a plan of attack, or what you want to do?
My guy is pretty sober right now. I would probably suggest, like, all right, well, if you guys want to eat, I think one of us should at least go talk to the sheriff right away. Or we should go as a group, something. I know a few of you got some armor being made. I don't, so I can go talk to the sheriff if you want to do it that way.
Yeah. So where's Ono running off to? I'm sorry, I missed that.
I'm running to Black Iron Blades because we
Okay.
have 2 days
Yeah.
of work to.
I just wanted to
get
make sure that's where you're going. Actually, I think I would. Yeah, yeah. No, I'll start heading that way at least. I might stop at the shop or the market when they open, but
Okay. As
Pedro's still sleeping.
No, I went down with you guys. I'm trying to think. Danny Thorst will just follow Ono. He's usually got a plan. I trust him.
And I'll just kind of look at Eva and be like, "Hey, why don't you take Arini with you to the sheriff, and we can meet up with you guys in a little bit, seeing as it's not too far from Black Iron Blades and Town Hall or the marketplace."
Yeah, we could do that. That works for me. Is that okay with you, Rainey?
sure. She's like eating a loaf of bread.
Well, let's go.
And as you're all forming your plan, you would see Spit make his way down the stairs, holding onto his head with a bit of a hangover.
Spit, drink some water.
And he like looks over to the side, and like Scramsax has preemptively, after the events of last night, has several things of water just like available. And he like grabs one off the countertop and begins to drink it. But it'll take a little bit for that to kick in. Spit, drink water.
Yes, Spit drinks a lot of water. Water good, Spit. Literally saying it exactly like that, because after I said drink some water, I realized, oh yeah, he probably didn't fully, probably not the way he would normally hear that or say that.
Have some water, drink some, hydrate.
Drink white liquid. Or clear liquid, yeah.
Yeah, like clear liquid.
It's good.
Spit,
What doing? Where go today?
you want to go with you want to go with you want to go with Papa Ono? Yes, I'm forcing that on you.
Wow, it's painful.
Okay. And he like makes his way over to the part of the party that is heading to Black Iron Blades.
All right, come on, let's go. And I guess then I think that takes care of everybody in the party.
Okay, so we got Arini and Ebrin heading to Town Square to talk to the sheriff, and then the rest of you plus Spit are heading to Black Iron Blades so Ono can begin assisting with the crafting of armor and shield and such.
Yeah. And so then as far as that timeline on the armor, that's going to be basically like end of day to day for the first set, and then tomorrow for the next set.
So
is that how you're kind of laying it out?
Yeah, the first set will be done like probably this afternoon, and then the second one, if Ono's there to assist, will be done probably mid-morning tomorrow.
Okay.
Which I will.
So I'll start with the party going to Black Iron Blades. As all of you venture out of the north look, Scramsack's giving you an affirmative look as he like cleans up the breakfast that's been picked at between both the party members and any other patrons at the tavern.
30 paces ahead of the group.
As the Ono arriving very much first. The four of you would arrive at Black Iron Blades. Ebrin and Arini would continue walking past as whoever opens the big heavy door. You would all get hit by that familiar blast of warm air as you hear the sounds of tinkering in the back of the shop already, as Garn is already hammering away on a piece of the split mail, it looks like, with Elsa kind of both polishing some of the weaponry that they've had previously and things that have been made possibly in the last day or so since you guys have gotten back here. She sees all of you. Well, you're all here bright and early.
I know, we're late. I'm sorry.
Why
What
you-
time does the marketplace open, by the way?
So
Would it be open now?
it would be open anytime. I would say, like, people were setting. You could see some people setting up shop as you were
Okay.
walking in. You imagine probably within the hour, you could
Okay.
probably go shop. I wouldn't say you were late, but you're here, and that's what matters.
Yes, eager.
Garan is expecting you in the back. The rest of you here also to provide support, or are you just spending your day waiting?
I mean, if there's something that I can actively help you with without messing things up, sure, I'll give a hand at least for a little bit.
I'm here to help.
But I
Tell me
mean,
what
I
to
don't
do.
really, I really don't know a whole lot about any of this stuff.
Well, I suppose, let's all take a walk back. And she, like, honestly walks up to the door and kind of pulls this large, like, deadbolt, shuts, and she ain't gonna be manning the station. And you all head back to the back chamber of Black Iron Blades. The temperature back here, even hotter than what it was in the front by another probably 20 degrees or so. As you see Garn hammering away with a small, like, hand hammer on some form of chest plating, a pair of goggles over his eyes, and you see, like, there's, like, a wrapping around his beard so it doesn't catch on fire.
Nice.
As he hears the the muffle of both footsteps as well as Elsa talking quite loudly, he kind of pulls the goggles off the top of his eyes and sets them on top. The black soot kind of enveloping a silhouette around his eyes. Well, I'll be damned. You brought a whole crew with you this time.
Well, I mean, we're prepared. I mean, I'm prepared. I'm ready. I'm ready.
You're working on our stuff, so it's only fair that we try to assist you the best we can.
I act like it's my shop too, so I start setting tools down and setting up, opening my bags and everything.
Well, if I have everybody here, honestly, it won't take as long as we're all probably anticipating. We could probably have it done by early tomorrow morning, if not maybe earlier, as long as everything goes to plan and we don't have any hiccups. Oh no, you were going to, I believe your primary objective was to maybe help craft a turtle shell looking shield, is that correct?
Yeah, I definitely had
And I open my book, and as I graze my fingertips over my book, the rest of my spell book does the rest of the work, and it magically flips to a schematic page of 3 rendered drawings of my idea settling on the very bottom of the page. We're yeah, I have this. I want to do this. This is an idea I have, and if we have time, I'd love to do a little upgrade to our lightning tank, if that at all possible. But this is my main focus for the day. I want to make sure that Aethros gets a well-made piece of equipment.
Aethos is very excited about hearing all this.
And
He
I was
completely forgot about it, and now he's remembering.
my book is slowly kind of hovering above the table right now as I'm I've taken off my jacket. I have got my neck gaiter kind of pulled down a bit, and I'm it's still kind of warm in here.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's one of the few places where the less clothing you have on most of the time, the better.
Mild discomfort. Fine. Okay.
And I go and take off my shirt, and my neck gaiter is very much kind of covering up my throat, and there is, you see, my chest bindings. It's very much sports bra esque, and I'm gloves on and ready to go.
I'm
Right.
loving this heat.
Let's do this. I'm sweating in places that we haven't sweat at all up north. So let's do this.
Right, so here's how it's going to go. And, like, he looks at Big Toon and Athros. One of you two, and he, like, points over to the corner where they're, like, all the ingots that you guys have collected are kind of in this giant collected pile, in, like, a wooden bin of sorts. You need to take the ingots, you need to put it in the pot, has to melt, has to become a nice, malleable, glowing liquid. So, one of you needs to maintain that fire, as well as make sure that that's always full. And then the other one, and he points over to the side where there's like a station, where there's a couple different molds on the counter. One of the easier jobs that I could have for you is to pour this out into smaller sections. Ingots take on various shapes. They need, different amounts for each section. If someone takes care of melting it down, the other should pour those ingots into the molds. And then between myself and Oh No, I feel confident we'll be able to put things together.
Yes.
I kind of look at. Oh, go ahead.
No, you're good. I just safety first.
And like it's a slow close. It's a quick close up of Spit's face as I put goggles on Spit, and then the backup to Spit being basically in a leather thong, because it's freaking hot in here.
Yeah, Spit has he's basically like
Spit is disrobed.
he's like straight up Speedo.
Yeah.
In
All
goblin
of that
form.
water that he just drank is immediately getting sweat out.
I have the bottle of water that I'll put that on the table that I'm pretty sure will not last very long. But
Just in case.
I look at Athros and be like, Athros, I know you like fire. You want to melt the iron?
I want to do the simpler one, whatever one that is.
whatever.
All right,
I
I'll
don't trust
tend to the
myself.
fire.
All right.
He
I'll
dead
tend to
ass
the fire.
called dibs.
Yeah.
No,
If you're
no
looking
worries.
if you're looking for the simpler task, personally I'd say pouring them into the molds would be simpler than maintaining the fire as well as the tub of the molten liquid.
All right, yeah, I'll take care of the tub then.
All right. Yeah, sounds like a plan. The less I screw up, the better.
I'm so ready. Goggles on. My hair is in a super tight top knot. I'm ready to rock.
For the sake of time, here's how it's going to go. You each are gonna make 2 rolls in each of these categories. Big Toon, you will be making you'll be making 2 athletics checks, straight rolls, and then I'm also going to have you roll 2. We're gonna do 2 investigation checks and 2 athletics checks.
Okay, you want me to just do all 4 of those right away?
Sure. Athros, you will be doing 2 athletics checks and 2 sleight of hand checks. And Oh No, you will be doing 2 checks. I would say 2 of them will be with your Tinker Tool proficiency.
Okay.
And then I'm going to say for the...
I do have Smith's tools. I'm just not proficient with them.
If you have a set of Smith's tools, I think I'm going to have your rolls be with those 2. I wasn't sure if you had those on your person. That seems to make more sense. I would say for the sake of, like, when I think Tinker, I think, like, manipulating things on a smaller level. Okay. And then Smith's would be, like, general craftsmanship in the Black Iron Blades.
I will happily. Then, for everyone that I don't have, for everyone I'd use my Smith's tools, I'm guiding myself on these. So.
That's fair.
Okay, so how many do you want me to do? 4 Smith's tools checks?
So it'd be 2 Smith tools and then 2 Tinker tools as like your... I would say the Smith tools first, Tinker tools second.
Wicked, okay.
And you could have guided yourself.
I'm guiding myself on the Smith's tools checks. Okay, that's the first Smith's
like we're not exactly helping, but we're not exactly.
I think I did pretty good with my rolls.
Yeah, yours solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did great. Where's my...
There it is. Okay. Straight up. Okay. And another straight up. Oh!
You love to see it.
You'll love to see it, kids.
So, Big Tune, we start with you as you haul the ingots over into the bowl, the giant like cast iron pail, essentially with the large handle off to the side to keep out of the line of fire. You start off you underestimate the overall heaviness of those ingots. Even like you've been traveling with them for a little while, but overnight and given your stuporous circumstances, you kind of forgot how heavy they were. So you start off a little slow as things get moving, but then you're able to pick that up as you manage to fill the pail every time you need to. It just takes a little longer at times, whether it's removing any impurities off the top or keeping the fire going, like having to stop loading to keep the fire going. And you have no issue keeping that fire going, and by over the course of the day, you're kind of able to gauge what temperature the fire has to be at just by looking at the flicker in the flames and the color as it extrudes off, which moves over to Athros, who has no issue. Holy cow, you rolled really good. Taking your time and like wearing a pair of like super padded gloves, you lift the large handled like pail and pour it into the molds each time you're required to. This glowing molten metal beginning to cool ever so slightly. Between Garn and Ono, able to kind of break away previous molds, and with the assistance of a couple extra tools, pulling out the metal slabs, cutting them in areas where they might need to be cut, and then just jamming away at them on with hammers across particular like lathe type items to shape them into their forms that are required. Oh no, as you hammer away and are able to sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. As you hammer away and you kind of mold things into the shape that you need them to be, you start off really, really strong, but there's when you get down to a couple of the smaller segments for like I would say going onto the arms for the splint mail, you see Garn kind of comes over as like, lad, you gotta hammer a little bit harder here. You gotta shape it around this particular side.
I know it's I'm not used to these tongs yet. They're
It's okay. You still got time. The fire's still warm. The metal's it's still very hot. Just keep it going.
Yeah, if anyone's close enough to me, they'll probably hear me mutter like, "It's got to be perfect." Yes.
And as the metal begins to cool, you like switch over to your tinkering tools, and you're able to like have no issue like even where you might have had some like imperfections in the overall mold, you're able to blend those in with the smaller taps from a very small hammer or like any other tools that you've had within that set, and it ends up reforming itself the way it needs to be.
They're not perfect or like uniform, but I think that oblong adds to it. Plus, I think Athos would appreciate it being kind of a juxtaposition.
The overall the day itself for all of you progresses quite nicely, ending on pouring the mold for various pieces of the turtle shell shield that Ono has laid out craft for. You guys spend time as a group here like creating the mold that he kind of has envisioned, and I would say that the vast majority of the afternoon after the molds have been poured, you see like between Athros and Big Tune, the two of you would have, I would say your part would have been done by early afternoon, with Ono and Garn kind of polishing up the smaller side of things for the items, ending on the shield that's being crafted for Athros, I believe. So for the sake of narration, Big Tune and Athros would have freedom after, I would say, like 3 p.m. With Ono and Garn still working. Spit just like wherever you needed him to go, he will he's your little handyman right now.
Yeah. I would feel like Spit is like at the hip. So anytime I reach for a tool, Spit has grabbed what tool I need. In the same respect, like I think that's where my success was in tinkering, because I gave Spit very clear instructions, and Spit followed them to a T on how I wanted my tinker's tool set up. So when I shifted stations, it was just like falling into place.
Yeah, and he every time you would give him a tool to give back, to put back, he'd put it back exactly where he found it.
Perfect. Good job. High five. And I'm like, yes.
For the
big snacks, bud. Big snacks.
I like snacks. And for the sake of time here, we'll pan over to Irini and Ibrin, who had left the Black Iron Blades and would have ventured to Town Hall, as all of you got to work with Garn and Elza and Black Iron Blades.
While we're walking, since we gotta go through the middle of where the market is, I kind of want to see who's in town. It's been a while since we've been there. So.
You see that there's several different stands set up. 3 main ones that you see that kind of are off to the side. Usually it's for people can reserve certain areas if they're in town by paying a certain coinage to the town hall. And you see that there is a group of tabaxi, so catfolk, who are manning one station. They're the same ones that you've actually seen previously when you're here. It seems that they've been making camp here in Bryn Shander, selling through their wares. And you see that there's a ragtag group made up of a couple different races, primarily halflings and dwarves, who seem to have one of the other stands. And then you have a group of humans, or humanoid creatures. From this distance, it's a little harder to tell if there's other characteristics that might differentiate them with other races. But standard height, humanoid looking, and you kind of hear everybody kind of talking out loud, trying to get customers to come to their stand, as the town is still waking up for the day.
I'd just look at Irene and be like, huh. I see there's a certain merchant group not in town yet.
Well, if you're talking about Torgs, I believe they were probably heading to East Haven, especially after we took out Sefik.
Right, but it's been some time since we've been here. Because, it's been 2 weeks?
You would know that it's only been a couple days. It's probably 4 days, I think.
I must be still pretty drunk from last night then, apparently. I was thinking it's been longer.
Ibrin knows.
Yeah.
Ibrin was there and heard the conversation about the travel. You would know it takes a certain amount of time.
Yeah, I would say that, unless it was just a slip of the morning as you're coming to full cognizance, or consciousness, you would know that it's only been a couple days.
I guess my mind's been elsewhere lately. But let's mosey on over and see what the sheriff's up to.
Right, I think the last time we were here, you and everybody else wanted him to look into who's been paying off to be out of the lottery.
Correct.
As you find your way into the town hall, you're greeted by not a not the girl that you've seen previously, but a early 20s looking human man, short black hair, no beard, small mustache that kind of comes over his upper lip. Oh, welcome to the town hall. How can I help you today?
I'm gonna just kind of eye at him, look down and up, and be like, "Where's the pretty lady at today?"
Oh, she won't be until this afternoon. Sometimes we change up our shifts just to make sure that everything's going everything is going the way we need it to. So I have the mornings this week.
My guy would just kind of grunt a little bit, like, "All right. Well, we went out of town for a couple days. Sheriff was going to look into something for us, and we're just trying to see if he's in or where he's at and bend his ear on a few things."
Yeah, the sheriff's here. He's upstairs. Let me go see if he's got anything coming up urgently today. I don't have anything on my calendar for him, but in case for some reason something's changed, I gotta verify. Standard protocol. Just hang out here for a moment. I'll go see.
All right.
And you see him venture upstairs, same way as the girl before him. The room directly at the top of the stairs. He kind of peeks his head in. You can hear the sheriff, his voice coming out of the room, but you can't make out what he says. As the boy leaves the door open a crack, and comes down and comes back to the podium. Yeah, you could easily go up and talk to him. He doesn't have anything until this afternoon on his plans. So if you need to talk to him, now's a good time.
All right. My compatriot and I are gonna go up and talk to him. Thank you. Let's go, Arini.
Yeah, let's go. As the two of you make your way upstairs, the door directly forward, open enough that you can kind of hear the sounds of like scribbling on paper as you push open the door, and you see the sheriff sitting in his chair, a keg of sorts, sitting off to the side with a mug of cold coffee on his desk. Well, I didn't think I'd see you anytime soon, if I'm being honest.
Well, when did you want to see us?
Well, I didn't know how long y'all were going to be gone.
Yeah, we ran into some ways to advance our travels, and I'm gonna kind of gesture towards Arena, be like, the polar bears.
Yeah,
Dog and tug.
we found a way to get back here much faster.
But we wanted to know if you found anything out about who's been paying off the system.
You see a grin come over his older face. Yeah, we found out who's been rigging our lottery a little bit. She won't be a problem anymore.
It wasn't the front desk lady, was it?
They iced her.
No, it wasn't the girl.
Oh, okay. So who was it?
There was an older woman by the name of Margaret. She did a lot of the accounts and helped when it came to balancing and town taxation and the like. Turns out she was getting a little money on the side. She was one of our chosen people to help manage the lottery every month, and, well, word gets around that a couple extra coin can get your name off the roster. I'm sure you can put two and two together as to what happens then.
Right. Now, what's to stop it from happening again, though, is my question.
Well,
Now that Margaret's gone, someone's got to fill in the position.
yeah, we're currently in the process of determining who we want to take over that role.
You about to for job, bro? I mean, Ebron? Sorry. In my head, I'm like, is Ebert about to apply for a job?
I don't really know who I would trust taking care of that. I thought I could trust Margaret, but apparently not. He seems like slightly defeated as he like lets out a sigh, but like shrugs his shoulders. But we're only human, right? Sorry, I realize I'm the only human in the room. We're not perfect.
I mean, regardless of race, none of us are perfect at all.
Right. For now, it seems like it might just be a responsibility on my shoulders, though I really don't want it to be.
Well, you're a busy man. I think you got to learn how to start delegating some of the responsibilities to others here.
Yeah, that's true. And he like takes a sip of his coffee and just like you can see just his face goes from like contemplation to like a little bit of disgust, and then he like puts his mug back down. Freaking
Sorry,
Is this cold coffee at this point?
I didn't bring the little guy to heat up your coffee. He is over at the blacksmith shop today.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll figure something out with that. And he like looks over to like his pile of papers that he has. You know, if all of you are back here, I got something else that you might be interested in.
Possibly. There's something I do want to bend your ear about as well, but what do you have? You go first.
Well, you probably saw the bounty board a few days back. There was a request in East Haven. We had a couple people in their town go missing. A bunch of fishermen who took a boat out to the open water. They never came back. It's been over a week now. So they're sending requests our way to send out people and maybe help them out. And I hope you don't mind. I sent out messenger giving you guys a good reference given all the work you did for Brinchander. Not saying you have to take it, but I put in a good word for all of you, because I feel confident you'd be someone who could get it done.
I'll kind of look at Irene and be like, well, we definitely always appreciate the good word. We feel like we've done everything morally correct so far, but do you have more details about this? You know, reward? What are the meat and potatoes of it?
Give me 1 second.
As he contemplates figuring out what the hell a potato is.
Potato.
I just imagine right now it's like one of the pause scenes like on Witcher 3 where you're like deciding what option you want to select. Option A, option B, option C. Like,
I legit thought you were gonna option like D. Yeah, I'm looking for a job, inside man. How about that? I legit thought, I was like, is this when Ebrin goes, how about me? I'm good with bookkeeping.
you know, I'm just gonna ditch the group here. Bye.
Right, yeah. I wasn't even thinking about it as ditching. I was more thinking of it like this is an advantageous ply for like our group.
As the sheriff rifles through, in particular the scroll that has the request from East Haven, and like rifles it over. Well, it doesn't really have a list of what the reward's supposed to be. You're supposed to speak to the captain of the town guard over in East Haven's militia. Her name is Captain Arlagath, but most people call her Imdra. Imdra. given that she's the captain of the town guard, well, I'm sure she has some deep pockets. So you'd probably be able to get something good out of her. But like I said, you don't have to do it. I've just put your name out there as someone that she probably could count on to figure out what happened to these poor fishermen.
I'm gonna kind of look at Arini and be like, well, what do you think? Should we go to the group and see what they want to do? Otherwise, I kind of got a question for the sheriff I'd like answered as well.
And Irini would, shrug her shoulders. I mean, we're already here. You could ask your question. Unless it's going to take you a long time. But usually questions don't take that long.
Oh, is Arini throwing shade?
Well, Sheriff, what do you know about the city of Targos?
I know that they're one of our rivals as far as commerce and the like. They're the only other really fortified city up here in 10 towns. I don't really trust their town speaker, but you win some, you lose some. You can't trust everybody. Why? What's going on with Targos?
It's interesting they use the syntax rivals to describe them. What don't you like about their town speaker? What's their name?
His name is Nerth McSildenar. He's a weird human himself, person, I suppose, but he just has this look on his face that just, I don't know. He's one of those people that if I found them in my town, I feel like I'd find him in a not so convenient spot. Do you know what I mean?
I'm getting the gist of it. What do you know about Targos' affiliation with the Church of Oral?
Well, just like Brinshander here has the House of the Morning Lord, Targos has the Church of Oral. I mean, I really don't know the depths of their affiliations with each other. I know that it's the primary religious place in the town. The only one that has a dedicated building anyway. And there's a small shrine outside their town for other, religious practice. And generally it's referred to as a piss shrine because most people don't take it seriously. But the Church of Oral itself has been around, for a very long time. I think it's just gotten a little bit of hot water with everything that's gone on in the last couple of years with the everlasting rhyme.
Right. Now, last question, and then we'll get out of your hair for the day. Have you ever heard the name Hadrian before?
And he pauses and ponders for a moment. You see his hand go up to his graying but recently shaved 5 o'clock shadow-esque face. No, I can't say that I have.
Insight check with Arini next to me. Can I get advantage?
Sure, just because I don't want to roll for Arini. Yeah, as you look him over as he's pondering, he kind of looks off to the side, almost as if trying to collect his thoughts. Doesn't seem that he's lying or trying to hide a lie. As he looks back to you, no, I can't say that I have. He seems genuinely honest about it.
I know I said final question, but would the Morning Lord, the House of Them, or anyone in town possibly know that name?
Well, you're always welcome to go talk to Mishan down at the House of the Morning Lord. She's the head priestess down there. I don't know what they would know, but of the people in town here, they're probably going to be the one with the most information or could give you an idea as to where to go for that information.
Okay. Well, Sheriff, we appreciate the information. Irini, did you have any?
No, I I didn't have anything extra. I just. Are you sure you're not gonna have to worry about uh, what was her name, Margaret, causing more problems? And the sheriff would look at her. Nah, we shouldn't have to worry about her. She's under lock and key right now. And in a couple days, well, let's just say the center of town might have a new source of warmth for a short period of time.
Interesting. Well, Sheriff, we will bid you adieu. We'll probably be in town the rest of the night and head out in the morning. So, any questions for us or any concerns, we'll be at the tavern later. But, Irini, if you want to head to the shop, I can head over to the Morning Lord house and we can bring everybody over there maybe.
I have business there too. Don't.
I mean, you're welcome to go there, but I thought, oh no, he had someone he needed to talk to. I think he mentioned it once when we were at one of the inns. I think his name was Copper Nobble something. Someone that he talked to when we all went to hunt the vampires that time.
Copper Schlauber novel? Gotcha.
He had a really dope name.
Well, I guess we'll go back to the Black Iron Blades and see what they're up to. As we kind of leave, when we get to that cross section, where Irini essentially was possessed and taken over, I kind of want to go check out the damage and see if there's anything like left over.
Didn't we do that when we were here?
You guys, let's say you guys did do a
checked out.
check about that right when you got to town. You guys like literally were like, "Yeah, we should go to the stables," and then took like a hard left and like went to investigate that first.
Yeah, it was literally like 13 hours ago that we did.
I didn't know if we went by the building she blew up. I
Yeah,
just know we went
you
to
went-
do
checked out Ground
stables.
Zero. We looked at like they are rebuilding. They've moved. Like there's a refuse pile and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Well, maybe
Still a dent. There's
my
still a
guy
fucking crater.
apparently is just
You were
lost
off of
in
the
thought
game,
then.
bud.
Yeah, well, I mean, in fairness, he was riding a polar bear at the time.
Yeah, that and yeah. I mean,
he was very
Yeah.
cozy.
It was like
were,
face down too, so
you
like,
were snuggling Ugg pretty
Yeah.
face deep,
Clear-
dude.
Clearly, my guy's got some PTSD going on or something.
also that.
Yeah, but you may have an obsession with this bear.
What time of day is it for Irini and I?
For you guys, it would be like mid-morning at this point. So if you had anything else you did want to do, this would be your time to do it.
I'll kind of look at her, kind of look back to where the stables are. We could go play with the polar bears a little bit.
Yep, go do that.
That's on
Or
brand.
should we just go fast forward and catch up with the group?
Here, you want me to ask Irini?
I totally feel like you're making pouty face right now. Like we should go back to the
Do,
group. Like,
do you want me? Do you want me to ask Irini for you?
Sure.
God, oh my god.
This time stand still
said-
for a moment.
Right. I just didn't want to scream into the mic for you guys.
It is bleeding.
She sounded unsure at first, but then was like, "Oh yeah, if we've got time to kill."
Oh my god. Classic.
I would say we go check on the polar bears.
Okay. As you make your way to the stables, you find your your polar bears are they're in like their own like enclosure type thing. Not like it's not like a zoo, but there's more so they're just they're not attached to the cart, or I should say the lightning tank. As you see like one of the young boys who are kind of manning the stables. It's like feeding time this morning, so like they're giving them some meat, and you can tell that once the polar bears get their food, that like they're a little more approachable. So you would approach right as they're like taking a big old chunk of some form of deer. How are you? They're not quite ready to go. They gotta eat their morning stuff yet. Are you guys gonna be in town longer, or do I need to worry about you guys leaving right now? As like the boys like asking you 1,000 questions.
Nah, we're staying in town at least probably till the end of the night here. We'll probably leave. There's something in Targos and East Haven that's drawing our attention. Just have to reconvene with the rest of the group. But I'm gonna kind of like gesture to the polar bears and then kind of look at Arini and the polar bears. We kind of wanted to see how our polar bears are doing. Their names are Ugg and Tug, by the way. I'd kind of point when I say their names and see if they respond at all.
That's just about it. You're like, yeah, they're
By now, I'm hoping these bears have bonded with Arini and I. We should be able to be like almost one of those things where you walk in and see the dog and they start like wagging their butt and get happy, and like I'm trying to get that with the bear, man.
You have hugged this bear twice, and this is what you're asking for.
To have a polar bear to ride in a battle with and have a bond with, yeah.
I can't wait until this bear bites your hand off when you get a net one of these days.
As you mention their names, you do with like the side of your like in your vision as you're looking at it, you do like see their ears kind of perk up a little bit, but they go back to eating the food that they've been presented, the slab of meat.
I would still have 2 rations of Yeti meat. I would split one of them in half and toss each of them one.
As they finish eating the venison of sorts that they've been munching on, they each of them kind of mosey over to a piece and a long sniff, and then begin to eat the pieces of the Yeti meat as well. They seem in a very content state.
I'm gonna look at Arini and be like, should we see if they want some scritches?
Oh, I think they always want scritches.
You wanna ask them if they want some scritches?
And she would do the thing that she does and talk to the two of them. And the two of them would make their way over to the area where you and Arini are kind of standing, and you would be able to scritch them after she has a brief conversation with the two of them.
Proceed to give scritches, be happy, and be like, all right, I'll get tucked. Just wanted to check in on you, make sure you're all right. You guys rest up. You did an awesome job for us, and we will be back tomorrow.
And you would hear like an affirmative growly grunt as they begin to walk away from the I was just gonna call it the gate, and one of them would like lay down on a pad of like snow, and the other one just walking around kind of sniffing the enclosure. Yep, you guys have paid us way more than enough for the next 2-3 days, which eternally grateful for that. You shouldn't have to worry about anything. And the 3 of us that kind of rotate, we all know what to do. So you guys do whatever you got to do. We'll be here, and would wave you on your way, I guess.
Be kind of just walking with Arini towards Black Iron Blades and just kind of stick a hand, give him the wave, like, all right, thanks. And then I imagine, we wouldn't really run into anything to Black Iron Blades, and just fast forward to we get there. I'd probably say spend, since it was like noon when we got there, an hour or so with them.
Okay. And yeah, as you return to Black Iron Blades, it would be, I'd say enough time has passed where like Big Two and Aethros would be finishing up their tasks, and you and Irini would walk in again. The blast of heat just hitting you super hard as the doors have been opened as Elza is manning the front desk once again. Ah, the rest of you finally arrived. Well, it's good to see you. Good to see you back so soon.
Well, thank you. We had some questions for the sheriff that needed to get answered. Found some other things out, so. How's everything going with their armor? They almost done?
Yeah. Honestly, you'll probably have both sets done tonight. Shouldn't hold you up that long. Your compatriots have been very useful, cutting down the amount of work that Ono and Garn have to do, significantly. If you want to join them, they're in the back there, but be warned, it gets pretty hot back there. You're a little overdressed, the two of you. And she, like, you're all, like, since you're wearing, like, winter gear, she's just like, you're gonna sweat.
Well, are you just asking us to strip for you now?
Hey, I didn't say that. But you do you. There's no judgment from me. And Irini would, like, maybe let out a laugh. As, you see, like, Big Tune and Aethros, like, I'm gonna say, like, cleaning yourselves off from the soot and, like, ashes and, like, anything else that you guys have encountered. Significantly sweaty. Definitely smelly as hell. But, we, will return as, like, oh no, you and Garn are, like, putting, like, final touches on, like, the shield that you have for Aethros, as the two sets of armor are cooling on a rack, each of them on a rack in the corner, near a window that kind of lets in some cold air as well as fresh air, because it gets pretty stale in here.
Yes. My neck gaiter is like a headband now because I had to take it off around my neck. I'm like, this is so cool. Aethros is gonna love this.
I don't think anybody could not love this, to be completely honest.
Cool. No, I mean this is pretty cool. And when you did the inlays, that was really I was not expecting. I didn't understand. You came out with such a thin piece, and it gives such a bold statement. That's I'm gonna write that down so we use that in the future. Oh, hold on. And I like move. I like close my book, real quick, and I like jumble around. I don't have anything fantastic, but I grab my quill and on all of just the tools, I put Garn's initials with my quill so that they glisten. I'm like, I know it's not like anything special, but I said thank you. Thank you for letting me use your forge.
Oh, it was a pleasure having you. Oh no. Should partner up again sometime. Makes the job go significantly faster.
100%. I mean, we still gotta put the special touches on the lightning. Or did we do the lightning tank or no?
I'm gonna say, given the circumstances, yeah, you guys have I would say you have. Yeah, the shield was probably the last thing you guys did during the day.
Oh, I put railings on the. I put railings on the lightning tank. So.
Well, you have railings.
Yeah, I had. Well, I mean the upper railings, so that if we have someone who's sitting on the top, guys, cop. Anyways.
Well, no, I just meant more so like, where is the lightning tank right now? Like, would you have affixed them already, or do we just?
Oh, the lightning tank has been here.
Okay.
We would have we would have put the bears up, which would have been a fucking thing, and then we got like. I would have assumed like we would have rented like a beast of burden, like a donkey or something to pull us through town or something.
Yeah, and they would have, you would have had no issue getting a hold of that. There's enough of the working animals, in a couple other places that you would have been able to get it hauled over here. It would have taken significantly longer compared to the polar bears, but time is negligible in an event like this.
Yeah, no worries. Like. Wipe some sweat off of my face. huge smear of grease on my face.
Then I would like to ask if, if Garden's still busy, I'll ask Elza, but I just would like to ask if they know, like, hey, do you guys know, or maybe you have some, but I doubt it because this is more of a forge, where I can get my hands on some jeweler's tools?
Oh yeah, that's right. I totally forgot to ask you guys. All that and do you guys have just a chain shirt lying around that I could buy off of you?
And you see Garden and Elsa kind of look at each other and then let out a laugh. Yeah, I got the change of clothing. That's no big deal. I keep tons of spares in the cabinet over on the side, and he like points over to like a, not like a dresser. It's definitely still a metal cabinet with like some like heat resistant handles that you could pull open. There's extra clothing in there.
I blush and no, like a chainmail shirt. I have no arm. I'm literally wearing this when I walk out of here. I have no armor. I'm literally just wearing my jacket. I just wondered if I had if you guys had a chain shirt or maybe like a swatch of chainmail that I could kind of like quickly fashion into a shirt.
And Garn would point off to the side and sitting on a different stand. There's like a couple of pieces of like chain link that need to be like fastened to it yet. There's a bit of chainmail in the shape of a shirt. Yeah. This was a project that I was working on a couple days ago with some of our remaining metal, but I never got around to finishing it. So if that's something you're interested in, it wasn't going to anybody in particular.
I love a project piece. As I say that, like I totally perk and go, "Oh, Athros, I'm sorry." Are they there? Is it like done? Is it cooled enough? Is it like?
Yeah.
Can I hand it to him?
Yes, you could.
Oh God. Okay, hold on.
But Garn would stop you before you do. You need to give it a name first. You're the one who finished it. I think it's only fitting that you name it.
Oh man, although it's not as spiky as I'd like it, I think the coolness of saying it would be like Shell Razor. But then it's like, it's not very sharp.
One could say shell shocked.
Ooh, yeah, ooh, that goes with the lightning theme. Yeah, thumbs up. Athros, I would like to present you with a shell shock.
I get super excited and I just like grab it, lift it up in the air, like, yeah! And I start running around the whole shop. Just super excited.
It's like a buckler style shield. It essentially it's just like a regular shield, but it is more of like a buckler aesthetic so that it fits your kind of like your vibe.
Yeah, so it's a little smaller, more
agile
movable with it. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can still do like, your cool cast on the side while still not being encumbered.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there you go, man.
Thank you.
I can't take credit for the inlay and the fine details at the top and the bottom. That is all the master forge master right here. As I did engrave as we name it. I do script with my pen on the back of it. Shell shock.
Oh, you gotta imbue it with lightning energy and then just switch the name around.
Look,
Call it the shock shell.
As soon as I fill in my spellbook with a couple more things, I'm gonna knock out something really awesome for this thing.
And, Athros, you'll already find it in your inventory.
Okay.
And I think I equipped it for you too, because you only can have one shield equipped, so it should be good. It should be equipped for you. So
I wanted to call it Tempt, but I don't think I didn't know if anybody was gonna get the joke like TMNT.
Yeah,
But,
I was thinking of something. I was
yeah,
trying to think of something.
right. But then I was like, Aethros is just gonna hear Tim, and he's gonna be like, Tim the turtle shell. Sure, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Tim the Shell.
Yeah,
Timmy Turtle.
yo, 100%.
So yeah, I just dropped my other shield on the ground then.
Okay, that's still like we can work with that. Oh, actually, wait, hold on.
I take it and I'm like, we can actually use this. We can, unless you guys want this, and I look at the shop. I'm like, you guys need this? Do you want this in exchange? And we like,
And they like wave a hand at you. Nah, you're more than welcome to do what you want. It's still yours. We never talked a bargaining price for it. Still in your possession.
wicked. Okay, Big Tune, we're gonna put this.
I run outside. I am not clothed appropriately enough for the outside, but I run outside and just thatch this to like the front of the lightning tank, and it very much now with the old his old shield, it has that very much like spare tire on the front of the minivan vibe.
I love
Yeah,
that for you.
that works.
And I run back inside. I'm like,
Holy crap, it's cold. By the gods. Okay, Lark.
I can't believe you did that with no clothes on.
It's fine.
I am. There's like a haze of frost on me. Prestidigitate.
And that helps. It helps.
I know a lot of things just happened right now, but yeah, if you could point me in the direction of some of those jeweler's tools.
Right. I do have a set that we haven't used in a while. I'd be willing to part with it. We used to do quite a bit of business with the local traders at the market, investigating some gems and melting down the metal because we see things at face value. But I haven't used them in a long time. We don't really have a lot of people, especially since the Everlasting Grime kind of took over, coming up here with jewelry of sorts. So honestly, we still have to talk the payment portion of today's events. We could just throw that on there as an additional charge or a reduced amount coming off if you trade in your chainmail armor.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
My guy would kind of just chime up. Well, before we add it on, do you guys do any leather work at all? My armor actually might be able to use an upgrade here, and I've got this Yeti pelt that is hoping to kind of boost or bolster it up a little bit.
We don't do as much with leather as we used to. It's something that we could do, but I mean, I don't know how nice the quality of the work will be. It's been a few years since I've had to do a lot with leather. We sell leather armor, but we don't really make it a lot ourselves.
Do you have anyone in your kin that is proficient? We like you guys, so if I'm gonna do anything, I would go off your recommendation, and if I can pay it forward with your kin, I'd like to return that in kind.
One second.
Oh no, it's like putting on their clothes. It's like,
I mean, I do leather work, but no big deal. That's fine. Cool. Can I keep these goggles too?
I think they fit you.
Yeah, all right, wicked.
I'm gonna do something cool with these goggles. Big Tune, look at this. And I do like I'm turning the goggles like, ooh.
Well, if you're turning the goggles, does he get like fascinated? Is it like a toy to him now?
Well, I mean, they're not. First of all, and then I slide them up over on my forehead. I'm like, I haven't turned them into anything yet. They're just goggles, but they are
So
cool.
If they were above my head, maybe, but that's honestly not feasible.
Yeah, and I didn't do this specifically to Aethros because he's literally like, are you gnawing on the corner of? Why are you chewing on that?
I'm testing it.
All right, that's fair.
Tastes good. Pass the
Yep.
taste test.
I appreciate that. I did prestidigitate a little bit of like, fresh mountain berry taste to it.
Some fresh milk.
I didn't think of that. That's actually, dang, I should have done that. Dang.
If you're looking for someone who might do a bit of leatherworking among my people, we have a distant relative. His name's Grendel. He's old, he's annoying, don't get me wrong. Likes a good drink and an arm wrestle, but he's not bad when it comes to both working in a forge like ours or he's been known to take some time and do a bit of leather work. I don't know if he'll do what you're looking for, but it's always worth asking him. He'd probably be a better person.
He's also
Then where-
a battle hammer.
Where could I find him?
Or a silver. Yeah, no, battle hammer. Yeah.
You would find him, like I said, in East Haven. At night you find him at the tavern, but during the day he has a shop. Let me see if I can find it quick.
Am I getting their family name right? Is their last name Battlehammer?
I believe so for Garn and Elza.
Yeah.
Yeah, Garin and Elza, and then their family members were Oddbach, Korix, and then their their extended family is the Haruna family, I think, or something like that. Or maybe I don't know. Or Haruna is the family leader.
Hruna was the family leader for the expedition group.
That's what it was. Okay. Okay, cool. Ono and my notes are very realistic in the very first few games.
Mhm.
If you're looking for sorry, I literally already blinked on his name. I just had it. Grendel.
Battlehammer.
Sorry, it's been a long day.
Bro, you're good.
If you're looking for Grendel, you'd find him at the Shimmering Sheath over in East Haven.
That sounds dirty. I love it.
I swear to you, it's a standard establishment. You might have to convince him, though.
I look at Arini and smile.
Yeah, and she would smirk, too.
Yeah. Shimmering sheath.
He's a good man. He's just a little angry on the outside, but blatant on his age. I mean, after all, he's a couple 100 years older than we are, so take it easy on him.
That's fair. Eberd's 1,000 or 3,000.
Let's
He's a lot.
just keep that to ourselves now. But
If anybody hears me say that, they're probably not going to believe me.
Yeah, they would if that was said aloud, Elza and Garm would kind of look at Ono, look at Ebrin. Yeah, okay, and then just keep
It's
talking.
like when a little kid says,
Yes.
yeah, Mom is this old.
100%. As I'm literally putting my socks on, Ebert's 3,000 years old. So yeah, pull my socks all the way up. Yeah, no, nobody's gonna believe me.
Yeah, no, they're just yeah, okay, bud.
Ebert doing the neck thing, the neck cut off thing, and everybody's okay, sure, oh no, gotcha, bud.
Oh, you.
Yeah.
well, we'll maybe have to check that out. You guys finish up.
I think we're ready. We're locked and loaded. I think.
Everything
You're
except
off.
for payment.
Yeah, but we just gotta.
Yeah,
settle
let's say, how much do I owe you now?
Yeah, how much in total?
Let me see.
Sure.
So I believe our agreement was the total was going to be 250 for the custom armor, but we were going to cut off 75 gold pieces if you turned in your chainmail.
Yes.
The shield, being handcrafted, would run an extra 10 gold for Aethros. So we take off 65 gold pieces. That brings us to 135. No, not 135. 185 for his total setup. And then for you, with the jeweler's tools, we'll also be taking off 5 gold pieces. So you'd be taking off 70 total. So it'd be from 250 down 70. That's 180, 190, 190.
Ish.
250 minus 70. What is it? Or,
250 minus 70
That'd
is
be
180, yeah.
180. Yeah. Okay. All right.
How much do you need?
I don't need any.
Oh, you serious?
Yep.
You're fitting this whole thing?
Sure am.
Money Mike. Alright. Hey. Guy over here, big money spender, Daddy Warbucks.
Yeah. Then I count it out and fork it over.
Holy sheesh.
all right. So for payment, if you want to subtract that amount from your inventories,
Sure did.
Uh-oh. He's back.
Yeah, I was just talking to M today about how I was kind of flush with cash.
So it was split mail that we were getting?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that out loud, Ben. 'Cause I was like, I think I have to find a change shirt in the items.
Okay.
Maybe not.
Is that it? Is that just an armor? Is there an armor one?
it should be. I think it's
Under
equipment
items.
or items.
Just in items.
Yeah.
It's just in there too.
Yeah, so it'd just be splint
Just-
armor.
So I paid my 185.
Yes.
Do you also have the sword?
Yes.
Stick
Yes, I
to?
do. Yes, I
Okay.
do.
Flare glimmer.
Yep. Ooh, my armor class went up. And I will dump this chainmail.
AC 19.
It's not in mine. Oh, because the shield.
Yeah.
Maybe it's me?
But I can't wield a shield, so.
Yeah. No, I can use all shields, all armor, and all weapons. It's amazing.
Wait. Dakota, what is Flare Glimmer a one hand or two hand?
It
Is it-
is, I believe, versatile.
Okay.
Let me-
'cause
let me
I-
check
I don't see anything on here.
Is it a D8
Let me see.
single and then a D10 dual?
Yeah, it's the base
Ooh.
weapon, longsword.
Nick.
Give me 1 second. What did I base it off of?
A fucking badass weapon. That's what you did.
So the damage is like 2d4, right?
Yeah.
So probably longsword if he's using it with one hand then.
It would be.
I thought it was 1d4.
No, it's
Two.
it's a longsword. Yeah. So it is one. Yeah, because it does 1d4 radiant, 1d4 fire damage.
Right. Okay. So I could use it two hand, but I don't have to.
Yes.
Would the damage go up at all if he uses it two hand?
Well, the versatility, it just changes the dice from whatever the base to... That's what I'm trying to look right now.
Yeah, that's why I don't know if it's just one of those dice goes up or both, or it's a special magic item if it doesn't change at all.
Yeah, as of right now, I don't have it
Do you
giving
want me-
extra damage for versatile. I'm gonna have to figure out how to script that so that way I still do what I need to do.
So that I'm in the weapon right now, like
Yeah.
in the main edit screen, and I do see a checkbox for versatile. Would you like me to check that and see if it does anything?
So versatile, has a different damage set that it would
Okay.
do. So I would have to load that with another damage type,
Okay.
which I have some ideas formulating, but I'm not going to throw it in there right now. I'll add it to my list of things to add for next time.
Sure. All right. I will leave it be.
Yeah, normal longswords a D8. This is a
To
D.
D10. So yeah,
Yeah.
maybe change one of the D4s to a D6, or potentially both to a D6. I don't know.
There's no D5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah. I'll just leave it, and then I'll just to make my choice when we get into battle.
Yeah.
And then I want to
Or God,
shield or
just
not.
roll more D4s.
I just mean as far as like if I want to equip that and a shield, or just equip my greatsword.
Right.
All right, cool. Good to know. Oh, did I just put that in the chat? No, I didn't. Okay.
Also, can't find a way to search or find a change shirt item if it is in here somewhere. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong area.
Yeah, it's under items SRD,
Okay,
and then you should be able to
Oh.
find them in there.
there we go. That's okay. My bad. Gotcha.
So why y'all are doing that? Are we moseying to the House of the Morning Lord then?
We never really talked about it.
I
Cool.
do need to see. I need to see a bear about a box. And I know that sounds weirder than anything I normally say, but that is yes.
That seems pretty normal to me.
An actual bear.
I didn't want to say
No,
it, but thank you, Aethris.
no. They're an acolyte of the House of the Morning Lord. I just the way I met them, they were in Ursine form.
They were a werebear?
I don't believe he's a werebear.
Darn.
I think the heat's starting to get to you all now.
Well, no, I never asked. I really actually never asked Copper if they were a werebear, if that was just like a transmutation or
You-
polymorph kind of thing.
For the sake of no, because you're.
I
you-
probably would have asked, but I don't know if it's. I'm reading back through the paragraph really quickly, and I don't see it.
You would know. You're right. I didn't clarify.
Okay.
It's a set of fur. Oh, not like armor, but like fur clothing for warmth, made out of
Okay.
bearskin.
Okay, cool. Because I was dead ass like, man, this acolyte has polymorph. This is like my new best friend here in town.
I guess while they're getting dressed and doing that kind of stuff, I would ask Garn and Elza, be like, hey, by the way, have you guys ever heard the name Hadron before?
Hadron. Do they got a last name?
No, but they have affiliation with the Church of Oral.
They would look amongst themselves and talk to each other. Didn't old cousin so and so mention something once about a person, and they're talking amongst themselves. No, that wasn't that. That was this person. And they eventually, as they're everyone's finished getting dressed. No, I think it's either before our time or it's something that's never come up in our shop or something. Hadron, you said.
Correct.
Nah, I can't say I've heard of a Hadron before.
Okay. Well, I figured I'd ask. But, seems like they're getting ready, and we're gonna head over to the House of the Morning Lord now.
That sounds about right. You're all squared up here.
Thank you so much for letting us in your shop. We all very much appreciate it. Athros, stop chewing on the handles.
Stop making it taste so good.
That's fair. Okay, sorry.
I mean, he's not wrong. The metal
Yeah.
kind of does have an interesting aftertaste.
I think it's their dip process.
Probably.
Very awesome.
And like Garn would give you a slap on the back. You did good, boy. It's a pleasure doing work with you.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Garn. I appreciate that.
You take 2 damage.
Emotional damage.
Right, well, have a good rest of your evening, and if we don't see you again, we'll assume that you're on your way. It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure. I do a very deep bow. I grab all my tools. Spit is probably fully exhausted at this point.
Spit is like pitch black, like
Yeah.
just coated in soot.
Oh, well, prestidigitate.
Yeah,
Although the little bit around your eyes, pseudo smoky eye, I dig that spit. We're gonna keep that part.
okay.
Yeah, it gives you a very cool, mysterious, devil may care attitude. But you kind of care. I know you care. Anyways, all right, let's go. What? House of the Morning Lord. Holy cheese, it's cold outside.
Yeah, as you all step outside, the humongous temperature difference, y'all kind of bundle up a little bit more into your cold gear as you make your way out towards the House of the Morning Lord.
As we're going up there, I quickly inform the group. Trying my best to
Okay, so when I met Copper, it was a fellow rock gnome. It was really cool to meet them. Their acolyte, right? So he gave me the box, right? I opened the box. We found out what was inside of the box, and I look at Bictune, and I look at Aethros, and I look at like in this order, like Arini, and then Ibrid. Okay, what was inside of the box is extremely important to our family. We could use this to an immeasurable amount. We really need this. I feel very bad being dishonest to this person because they don't deserve our dishonesty. But we need this.
and there you see a very almost a broken kind of look come over Ono's face, where it's very much like they're gripped with lying to someone who actually doesn't deserve to be lied to.
And Irini would probably chime in as your face takes on this appearance. But you're feeling unsure of lying to this copper nobble something?
Novel knocker. Copper novel knocker. It's totally normal. This is the totally normal name for a rock gnome. Why is that so weird to say? Look, yeah, I feel bad, one, because it's like a cultural thing. We don't really normally lie to fellow gnomes. But in the sense of it benefits our family immeasurably, and I can't put a price tag on what we found in here for me to be like, yeah, here's 25% of this. At best, I can literally be like, I can teach you some magic. Here is this book that'll teach you some magic.
So wait, why did he even give it to you in the first place?
Okay, so, all right.
Did you lie to him then too?
No, so you guys were all doing your thing. I was doing my thing. We all separated, right? I met up with this I thought it was a Flarkin bear walking through the street, and come to find out, it was very ornate, cloak, cowl situation. But yeah, no, Copper Novel Knocker, very cool acolyte of the House of the Morning Lord, literally like a underling of Maishon. So a good in for us as a group with the House of the Morning Lord. But got to talking, and Copper had found this cool box, and I pulled the box off to the side from the side of my belt, and he couldn't get it open. He's had it for 10 years. So I was like, yeah, I'll totally I'm good with this kind of stuff. You know, it's my job. This was my job before I met you guys.
And you figured it out in like 3 days.
Look, I love this kind of stuff. You can't just hand me a box.
No,
Anyway,
no. Like,
yeah,
I mean,
no.
that absolutely was a compliment, is what I'm just saying. It's just
Oh,
kind of funny to me that it took him 10 years and got
Right.
nowhere, and you're just like, oh, what's that? Click, 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 click. click.
yeah, that's why, again, I also feel kind of bad because, like, I mean,
Listen,
I talked him down to like 25% because ultimately I didn't know what was inside of the box, and I
just
was at the time thinking the box was cooler than the contents of what was inside of the box, so I was totally underselling, like, oh, the contents of this box are probably just going to be a bunch of trinkets and baubles and stuff.
So wait. You already bought the box?
Well, no, I haven't bought it. He allowed me
no
to take it from him, and he was
for
like, yeah,
for
like,
what's inside of it, right?
yeah, we're gonna split
Oh,
what's inside of it.
So what it sounds like to me is just I know you specifically have some issues with lying to him or not being fully forthright, but the rest of us, we really don't care.
I know, but like, okay,
My guy's gonna light his pipe and just kind of look at him, or you just tell him the truth and tell him that we need it more than him. And when you're
So
done with it, he can
we
have
can
it.
pay him for it, or
right, and then okay, so then that could go a couple of different ways. Copper's totally cool, and he's like, yeah, you can totally have it. Have a great one. Or then Copper goes, no, that is property of the House of the Morning Lord. Guards, seize them. And then that's a sticky wicket. And then that would have mean I put our family into that situation. I don't know if I can handle that kind of heat.
so how about let's just not go see him?
I that we have to kind of go through.
do,
I
One,
mean,
do we?
Yeah.
we all don't need to go. I need to go to see if they know anything about the Church of Oral and figure out if they know anything about Hadrian, because there's that
yeah, but
fucking
Copper may have.
kerfuffle now to work with.
Okay, Copper Novel Knocker. Not that weird. Not that hard. It's a normal gnomish name.
I'm talking about Hadrian, not
Oh,
your issue.
but maybe Copper knows that kind of stuff. Maybe Copper is like that's their specialty is like doing that.
Which that's something I could bring up by myself or with, Big Tune. You necessarily don't need to be there.
How about we just say that there's like 50 gold in it? Wouldn't be any
That's what I
wiser.
tried to tell him.
Well,
Yeah.
no, I mean, Big Tune and we sat around the box and we put I put that transmutation book back in there and a whole bunch of like.
I put a Parrington horn in there.
Yeah, we put magical-ish stuff in there. We put like really cool stuff in there.
So like we could literally just be like, all this stuff's junk. You can just have it.
Or just say that there's nothing in the box. We found it, or when you opened it.
I know, but then again, like,
So
Want me to lie to him for you?
listen. Oh no.
oh
I
no.
think I think a good way to do it would just be like, listen, like this stuff really doesn't serve much use for us. I don't know we don't know what it's for, and don't mention the scroll and just say, hey, it's this stuff was in it. You can just have all of it, and then as long as we get to keep the box, and then that almost assuredly would be enough.
Why don't we go inside and you can play it how you feel by ear? And if they're dumb enough to attack us, well, that's a whole other
I don't think
issue that they will have.
Yeah, you look at Ono kind of very much like almost pseudo defeated, but like, yeah, I know. I like you're watching Ono weigh the options like in front of you, like very much. My eyes are darting back and forth. Yeah,
Well,
no.
Do you want what's in the box or not?
We have we have the prize position in. I have
Exactly.
that. It's
Yeah.
We have it.
Pound
They
to go
don't.
pound
We
sand.
win.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Let's just go. No, I know, but
Bullying him.
it's like a more. It's a very You're watching Ono deal with a very weird moral quandary.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
like
this
we
is
see no
like-
problem with this. It's like it's
Especially from
ours.
like who he probably considers one of his best friends in Victoon. Just be like, no, just throw your morals in the trash.
I know.
Yeah.
It's literally like this is literally one of my ideals. Is like, we'll talk about it later.
If it's tearing you up that much, next time we find something when we're in town, you can give him the nice scroll.
Can't you just make a copy of the scroll and give him the copy?
No, that's the thing. Once I transcribe the scroll into my book, it's in there. I could probably make another scroll, but it's not gonna be the same. It'll be brand new. It will show no age and no.
Well, then
I mean,
would it still
hold
have
on.
the same effects?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, hold on. Let me read my book real quick because It takes me 2 minutes to. It'll take me like 2 minutes to put this in my book. But the problem is like I have to. I have to make a new scroll of this, and I can't. No, I just realized I can't because this isn't like. And I prestidigitate light for my fingers. This isn't like that, or it isn't like me casting a flame bolt or something like that. It's not a low level. This spell is. This is big. This is a big spell, and while I appreciate you guys taking a lot of confidence in me, and it's actually warming my heart. Makes my family has confidence in me. But no, I can't. This is a big spell. Once I put it in the book, it's gonna be in the book until like I can fully grasp it 100%. And I can tell you right now, this is something that I don't think I'm gonna be able to do anytime soon.
Why don't you put it in the book, eliminate any risk of them getting pissed at us? Because once it's in the book, there's nothing they can do. So why don't you spend the next 2 minutes, put it in the book, and then we go talk to them? Because once the scroll's gone, there's nothing you can do, and they're not going to go rifling through your stuff. And if they do, they'll be like, dude, well, whatever I found, wasn't really worth it.
You are very wise in what you're saying.
I've been around a while.
With the you know what? I'll even expand it. Just with the rest of us here, I don't think there's going to be any sort of problem of a physical threat towards you. Like, there's no way that they're going to get through all of us to get to you. So even if you did decide to tell the truth, what are they going to do?
I real quick, I while everyone's kind of scattered like around me, shrouded around me, I open my book real quick and take a look at the scroll. Because it takes me 2 minutes per level instead of 2 hours per level. Is this going to take me 2 minutes, or is this going to take me 10 minutes or more?
Make an Arcana check.
I would love to, and I'm going to guide myself. That legit, like, oh no, it was like the Doctor Strange mandala over it and going like,
yeah.
Ooh,
he figures out he needs Silly Putty to transfer it over.
As I close my palm and put Silly Putty back in my pocket. Yes, I need Silly Putty.
As you look over the scroll, I would assume that you would open it to maybe analyze the sigils once again.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to transcribe it or read it out loud to cast it. I am just doing my best to determine its level so that I can equate how long it is actually going to take me to transcribe.
As you look over the circle embedded with the 3 different languages, something that you notice as you not so much run your finger over the top of it, but kind of like trace in the air around the edges as you're reading it. It's this spell, the level that it's supposed to be cast at, it would probably take you about 14 minutes to transcribe it into your spell book. But as you read through the particular sections in like the gnomish tongue on the spell scroll, you feel as though transcribing it into your book might not actually allow you to cast this spell. Whoever created it, which it sounds like based off of your own knowledge that it would be Pezra herself,
Right.
there's some form of safety measure in place to keep this from being replicated.
Oh, so this is a one-off scroll.
However,
100% a one-off scroll.
the scroll itself cannot be replicated, but the spell on the scroll can be used
Damn.
multiple times.
Got it. Okay. So it's I have to keep this scroll. Okay, so okay, that changes how long it actually takes me. So then you watch Ono like this I love this. And my hands travel on the outside of my book to the binding, outside binding, and you watch as the pages separate, very much like exploded view Iron Man style. And I press the spell into the book, and then the bindings close back up, and I exhale because I'm glad we didn't explode.
And you don't explode as you're just like unraveling the scroll and throwing it in your spellbook. Did I see?
Yep,
hear that right?
100%. It's basically like like if I 3-ring binder style, but without the binding, ring binding.
Okay, so it's just like between two pages. Sort of.
Yeah. Like I've sealed it between a few pages, so it's in my book without it being transcribed into my book.
Okay, like a very large bookmark, but somehow still form-fitted to this to your spellbook. The spell has been sealed within the book.
Okay, all right, we're gonna save it for later. Let's go. I feel bad lying to the bear. All right, let's go.
So we are talking to him?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm gonna talk to him. I mean, at least I'll talk to him. But I mean, like, we should probably talk to Maishan. Definitely talk to Maishan. You know, yeah. But I mean, like, it's gonna be awkward if I like see Copper and then you're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna not look at you, make eye contact, Big Tune, tell him to go kick rocks." You know, that's gonna be weird. So, plus it's like a rock dome thing. He knows the sound of my footsteps. I'll know the sound of his footsteps. It's a really weird thing that we do. So I can't explain it. You have to be a rock dome. Sorry. All right, let's walk. And I start walking forward, pseudo begrudged.
As is the rest of the party following? Oh no, then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, as the five of you make your way, plus five of you plus Spit, sorry, make your way into the House of the Morning Lord. The temperature inside this structure, as you push open the large sealed doors, not locked, not guarded, you're met with a pleasant but still cold temperature. I would say comfortable, maybe between like 40 and 50 degrees above zero. As you look around the inside, you see countless pews, all facing forward towards a large shrine for the Morning Lord themselves. I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce that name today. Too late in the night. As you see the shrine, a two-faced god/goddess has about half of their face kind of represents each respective sex. You see a priestess of sorts in a long white robe, standing and facing the shrine, uttering a prayer. As there's a couple people in the front pews. The light in this building will be considered bright light for, I guess, in case anybody has abilities tied to that. As there's not that many people, maybe a handful, 10, maybe 12, with the other priests walking around. You don't particularly, at least passing glance, see Copper down here, but it appears that they're finishing some form of service at this time of night.
These are all
What
like
up?
fellow acolytes, or these like
These are like citizens of
okay.
Bridgehander.
Got it.
Do we see Nicholas?
Oh yeah, or well, he would have been infirmed. Only
Yeah,
been,
I mean, it's been like
Be
3 or
out
4 days.
praying or something.
I
Never
mean,
3 or
know.
4 days at this point.
that's
Maybe out.
entirely true. Although,
Um,
wait, Nicholas was a librarian, not a. He didn't work here, did he? Or wait, no, was he?
But he was taken to the House of the Morning Lord for
Yeah.
recovery.
Yeah.
if you're looking for Nicholas, make a perception check for me.
I'm gonna help you So roll with advantage, Ebron.
So just roll one more for me.
Yeah. Because I'm looking too. There we go. That's a little bit better.
Looking around the House of the Morning Lord, you don't seem to see Nicholas anywhere in the immediate vicinity.
Yeah, he might be in the infirmary.
Yeah, we can always ask about that.
As
Well,
yeah, what's the party doing? You were all standing in the entryway, or like the right behind the doors as they shut behind you, the last person in, pulling it closed to keep the cold out.
Okay, so there's no more citizens. There's just acolytes at this point.
Yeah, so there's like 10 citizens that are kind of scattered in the pews near the front, as Mishan or whoever is in the front there is doing a like finishing up a service. There's a couple other acolytes kind of like in the room, maybe one or two that are either like holding some form of like donations, bowl or.
Wicked. So then, yeah, I walk up to the tithing bowl and I go. I'm not really sure what your saying goes, but lights praise, and I drop 3 silver in their tithing bowl. Could you point me into the direction of 2 locations? One your infirmary, and 2 possibly where, like your acolyte study.
And you see this this elven woman look down at you, and she gives you a smile. Of course. There's, and she like points off to the side. You're actually, I would say you in particular would probably know where the acolyte study is, because you would have talked to Kara Nobelknocker there, so you probably wouldn't even need to ask if you didn't want to.
So then, yeah, I would have probably redacted that, retcon that. I didn't make a mind like with Ebron, so I'm going to glance at Ebron and then glance right back and be like, we're just looking for information. We don't want to bother Maishan. Is now a good time to bother her, or should we wait? Like,
Well, Mishan is finishing a service currently, and she's saying it like in a hushed tone, so as to not cause any extra, notice. But she should be done in probably about 10 minutes or so. We're nearing the end of today's service, so
that works for us. Okay, fair. Okay, and then the infirmary, possibly over back corner. Is that direction?
The infirmary is on the opposite side of the acolyte's quarters. So like she like with her face kind of nudges, like points on the opposite wall, like literally continuing down the same stretch in front of the pews. One side would have the acolyte's quarters, the other side would have the infirmary area. So they're both easily accessible from within this chamber.
I bop Ebron's knee and I go, that's why we couldn't see it. See, makes perfect sense now. All right, well, I appreciate your time. I'm again not really sure. Radiance be upon you. And I turn to Athros and I kind of like shrug, like, is that right?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't follow this god, so.
All right, that's fair.
I don't know their.
What do you mean this god?
There's like
multiple,
hundreds of gods.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, some of them are pretty stupid too.
Some of them are a little crazy, and some of them actually die.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to kill a god.
All right, well, just
It's called Regicide.
Yeah, just wait till we get to the astral sea, bud. Just wait. Just relax.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, no, Regicide's killing king.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in some cultures, they are kings.
Deicide. Deicide, that's what it is.
I don't. No kings, just gods.
What about a god
why
king?
be a king when you can be a god?
All right, easy, chill.
Okay.
So I look to you guys. Do you guys want to wait the 10 minutes and listen to the last final prayers while they're walking out the door? Or do you guys
Absolutely
want
not.
to go? Okay.
Not really.
So then
Before we go check the infirmary, do you know if a guy named Nicholas is still there, or did he get released? That way that we don't waste our time.
We're gonna go that way anyways. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna go look for Copper Nobelknocker, and then we can go to the infirmary. It's literally like the next room.
What is so funny about a gnomish name?
Cobble nobble nobble chopper.
If you're looking for the young man who was here a few days ago, the I believe his name was Nicholas. He had recovered from his injuries and was released yesterday morning.
Oh, okay. Well, great. Okay, good.
And then, would you know where this Knocker fellow is for my little friend here?
Copper Nobble Knocker.
Yeah, it's a normal name. Like Ono Itsu
Nobble.
is a normal name. Knocker is a totally normal name.
There is no judgment in the House of the Morning Lord.
Why would you judge his name? It's gnomish. Are we
I'm-
discriminating against gnomes?
I'm not judging. I'm just trying to get to the point.
I'm
Yeah, I've
judging
already
what
done
my
noise
judging.
for the name.
Annoyed if more than anything.
Copper
Like,
generally
you just hear me whisper occasionally, just.
Novel knocker.
Copper generally does not join us for these events, and you will most likely find him within the Acolyte's quarters.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Let's go.
Okay. Again, thank you for your time. Glowing reviews. I'm sorry.
I look again. I like wince and like cringe shrug at Athros.
What did you say the layout of this was? That the quarters and the infirmary were in
So,
two corners, but are they like up
if you
by?
if we're looking in like the front of a standard chapel, where the
Uh-huh.
front pews are before the podium and anything they have up in the front, if you would look to the left, in the
Okay.
right in front of the front first pew to the left, inside the inlet in that area of a wall would be where the Acolytes'
Like-
quarters are.
Okay.
And then literally like as you would walk out of the Acolytes' quarters, directly across the walkway, past other pews would be the infirmary. Like it's
Beautiful.
one side, other side.
So then, yeah, when this person says, because we're kind of like mingling around the pews, talking to this person, right?
Yeah, I would just imagine that like because there's like probably a good 6-7 feet between the farther like the leftmost side of a pew and then the wall, and these are where the Acolytes were kind of standing off to the side. I'd imagine you were probably talking to her there by like an empty pew,
Okay. Oh, so we're like up against the wall, not like.
not like in the center or anything. Like
Yeah.
nowhere
Okay,
distracting.
I would assume is like as we're shuffling away from her out
I
of
was-
earshot.
I was absolutely just gonna walk right.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
gonna-
I have no
yeah.
respect for this religion.
No, that's
Yeah.
fair.
I have no
Every
concept
ti-
of this religion.
Anytime we walk by someone, I'm saying another new like religious idiom that is probably just wildly wrong. But no, I kind of look at both Big Tune and Athros and I'm like, I may need help here, but let's not ham it up. I just cut dry to the point because we may actually have. I look at Athros on this. Not that I'm saying we should have friends in high places, but I mean it would be nice to have like friends in this house.
You say high place.
No,
I mean,
I'm not.
high for you or high for like us? And I point to me and Big Tune.
Okay, that wasn't a vertical height joke. That was more of like a.
That's not even what I meant, but okay.
Yeah, no,
I'll
we're
take
not. We're not. Okay, well,
Oh, you thought you were being literal.
yeah,
it.
inebriation
I'm
aside.
I'm talking about the stuff
Get-
you gave me the other day.
Okay, no.
Oh,
Catnip,
yeah.
catnip aside. No. I'm saying like, we don't need to like buy into their religion. And I'm trying not to say that super loud, but it's like
Ain't paying nothing.
no. I just that's. Oh
Yeah, you
no.
could have taken money out of that.
No, that's
wait.
no. I put the money in there because people.
Because you're about to lie to one of them. That's why.
While that logic tracks, Athros, I'm not denying that at this point. I may be denying other things in the next 30 seconds to minute and so X long, but let's
Yeah,
get
the
this
money
over
can't
with.
buy
Ono's
your sent
life
away.
difficult.
I am super uncomfortable by this, only for the sheer fact that I am in a very moral quandary of rock and a hard place.
Just lie to him or tell him the truth and tell him you're just gonna keep it and see what he does. Just tell him to deal with it.
All right. So yeah, we walk into the acolytes' quarters and I just scan the room very quickly.
I want. Actually, what's your passive perception?
I think my passive is like either 14 or 14 or 16, something like that. I don't think there's like a button that says passive. But
No.
It's,
You're right. You're right.
it's either +2 or +4. So it's either 12 or 14. I think it's like 14. I want to say it's 14, but it's
If you're proficient in it, then you could add that in your modifier.
yeah.
Okay. As the
So, yeah,
party
14.
walks into the room, you would see that sitting at a desk facing away from you, kind of fiddling with something at a table, you would recognize the figure of Copper Knobblecnocker, maybe about 20 or so feet away, writing or messing with something. It's kind of hard to see at this distance.
So I take a deep
What's
breath.
up, Pebbles?
What? Dude. All right. I walk up.
Pebble?
I
Rocks,
stop.
pebbles.
I walk up. I take a deep breath and very stoically walk forward, set the box on the table,
I'm looking at the tuner. and I was like,
unlock
"He-
the
is
box
the
while
little guy trying to puff his
prestidigitating
chest right now?
at the same time.
I cast Zone of Truth.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh Lord, what am I? What?
Yo, okay. Wait, hold on. This is a magical effect?
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
advantage.
Go for it.
What was that? A charisma saving throw?
Does,
Okay.
Yeah.
so does
Okay.
that mean I'm forced to tell the truth now?
You just can't tell a lie.
Oh, okay.
So you can try and avoid telling the truth, or
It's the liar cone.
yeah.
Essentially.
Hold on. I gotta make one for. Okay, that was glorious. I gotta make one for Copper since I'm assuming you did it when he was approaching right there.
When we're all there, be like, yeah, we're telling the truth now. I just look at oh no. Like,
And I look back at you and I kind of smile and I go, "All right, cool."
shit, this plan backfired.
You don't know that.
Yeah. Actually, I think I might know.
Does it say when you
An
know a
affected creature is aware of the spell and thus can avoid answering questions. So wait, yeah, I don't know, but you'll know if
Yeah.
you're affected.
So everyone knows that they're in a zone of truth.
Yeah.
This is fun.
So as all
That's on brand, honestly.
as you approach, the box on the counter, like you were saying, with a bit of flair, and you
So
just
then my flare actually happens with the nat 20 because I'm free of the zone of truth, so it's not a lie to prestidigitate some extra magic.
So who's all not affected?
Yeah. See, what's the save?
We all
here?
rolled
His
higher
is-
than him.
Oh, my spell DC is 15.
Yo, I am the only one.
Yeah.
that,
Yeah, you are.
Missed it
That-
by
because-
one.
yeah.
Correct.
Hold on. So does Athros know if people passed it? I forget.
No, he has no idea.
Yes, I do. Bottom of the first paragraph. You know whether each creature
Oh.
succeeds or fails its saving throw.
Oh,
so
okay.
I
so
will
you
know.
do.
But
So you would
everyone else-
know that Athros, that Copper had also passed his save.
Damn. Okay, so we're gold. So this is really
As-
just for
As he feels this zone of magic kicks into the room, you would see Copper turn and face Oh no.
Oh no, it's you. I didn't think I'd see you back so soon.
Well, I told you I was coming back as soon as I could. Some great, some perfunctory discoveries have been found. Look, I got lucky one night. I'm not gonna lie. This thing was tricksy. Not to put you down, but I don't think. Again, this is not a knock on you because this is totally against like everything I think for. But I think this is a little bit beyond your ken. And I go and I finish doing the lateral circles and like the clicking of the rings. And as I click the last one into place, I'm like, honestly, if we're gonna be completely honest,
there's a lot more in here than I thought, which technically isn't a lie.
For the
I open the box.
As you open the box and kind of give your initial statement of what you're saying to Copper, before he has a moment to respond, I think that's where we're going to end it for tonight, so that way we can do this whole conversation next time.
Cool.
I was not expecting a zone of truth, though.
Yeah.
Come out of nowhere.
Nor a nat 20, because that was going to be
Yeah.
rough.
Oh,
I was like, I
That's
wasn't
good.
sure how much this was gonna fuck things up, but I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it.
I love
That's-
the chaos.
Part of me really wanted to, and part of me said, no, don't screw this up for the party.
No, but that's
I
the
want you to
best.
know
It's on
that
brand though.
Yeah.
this particular event here made me have to look at your sheet to see what your alignment was, and I'm like, okay, that's fitting.
Yeah.
Chaotic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just straight chaotic.
Yep. Not good, not bad, just chaotic.
Just chaotic.
In it for
Not
the
even
thrills.
neutral, just chaotic. Chaos be damned. Yeah, oh, that was great. That was great.
I thought it was fantastic. Unfortunately, I did not have an awesome moment for Rini to do something awesome, so she might be a little disappointed next time. But it'll be okay.
What are you talking about? We got to play with the polar bears for an hour.
I have plans.
I guess that's fair. How's everybody feeling for next week?
I should be good.